Chat! 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 Rejoice, we have light. This is how you know I'm white. This is how you know I'm white, chat. I'm like a ghost. I get no vitamin D. The sun is my enemy. I am a vampire. You can't even see the definition of my fingers. Boom. Boom. Definition jump scare. Alright. Hey, chat. Shit. I hope I don't have to buy another one of these cords. I might have to just new headset max. I've dropped these. I've had these for years at this point. Good old HyperX's. I think I'm gonna graduate from gamer headset and get like just good headphones, since I do a lot of video watching, I do a lot of gaming, I do a lot of music listening too. Maybe get some open ear so I don't like completely miss when my roommate comes in my room. I have to link up with CJ. See if I can figure out a good set for myself. Okay, chat. What do I have today? What do I got? What news do I want to hit y'all with? Let me before I fully go, I should have done this before I showed myself. So forgive me, chat. Forgive me, chat. Damn, that's insane. That's insane. Okay. Let's tweet out. Where's the flex emoji? It knows what I want. Let me get that VOD link real quick. So I have some very, very good news, chat. Very, very good stuff is cooking. I'm very, very pleased with what's going on. Bam. Post that bitch. Send that tweet. Bam. It embeds one link, doesn't embed the other. Okay, chat. Favorite Himbo's live. My color grading's a lot better because I actually rolled into the camera. Live Jack reaction. Um, I'm sure I'll use that as an emote once I get affiliate. So here's what I have for you all today. I had a brief panic this morning because a content creator that I follow had its channel, I guess, revoked. The channel is ineligible for partner because it made its account in 2013 before it was 13, which is like the, I guess, minimum age requirement to have a Twitch account. And I was like, oh shit, I've had this account forever. Not under this name, of course. And I was like, oh, dude, do I have to like make a completely new Twitch channel or something? So I scrambled to try and figure out how old my account was, and I made it when I was 13, so I don't have to do anything crazy. Very good stuff. Very good stuff. Especially because like I literally just went through a whole rebranding and everything. And I don't want to lose this username to Twitch shenanigans. Very, very upsetting if that were to have happened. But yeah, so we're gonna keep rocking on this channel. I don't have to move anything over, which is very, very nice. Let me think. What else do I got? Oh yes, my news, wonderful news. My VOD channel is starting to get populated with videos. I went ahead and published all the ones that uploaded yesterday, so those are available right the fuck now. If you would like to go check it out, feel free to follow this link. Or just go to YouTube and do Speed McPeen VODs. It should be an upside down picture of my picture that I use for this channel, or the same picture that I use for Speed McPeen, that particular channel as well. I did set up a YouTube channel. That link is down below. If you'd like to go check that out, please do. There's nothing on there yet. But hopefully within the next couple weeks, I will have at least a video. I'm thinking about cutting down some of my Dragon Quest stream, so I can have like a little bit of a gameplay sort of episodic thing on that channel just to kind of put it together. I'm gonna get some video editing practice. It's been a long time because high school was ages ago for me now, since I've done video editing. So I'd like to get into that. I'm gonna be trying to use Olive, which is a free open source video editing software. So I'm gonna fuck around with that. I really like open source software. It is one of the primary things I learned in college. Open source is one of the best ways to go. I don't know. I like open source stuff. So that's that. VODs are officially being uploaded though. We're starting from the beginning of my stream. So if you're wondering, hey, I missed your VODs from when you started streaming in February. Well, they're uploaded now. So all I think officially all February VODs are uploaded. I only streamed for like the last 5 sort of days of the schedule that I normally have. So we've got the tail end of that. For up until I think Wednesday the 15th of this month, that VOD I think will be the last VOD that will be notated as a date. All my VODs that I've saved from the past I notated as particular dates, the date that the stream went live. But I believe I will be using a different version now that I'm going to start exporting my videos directly from Twitch. So it'll save me some middleman stuff. Because downloading the video takes a lot of time. It takes like an hour or so because it has to process the video. Then it starts to download it all, and that takes however long it takes. Sometimes 20 minutes if the VOD is really, really short. Sometimes an hour and a half if I'm looking at like 5 hours or more, right? So Um, that's how that goes. Today's VOD and yesterday's VOD will be posted eventually, though. I'm trying to work out a good enough timing before I start to lose a lot of these other VODs. So I might still save these anyway, especially because I do plan on cutting some of them down for the main YouTube channel. And seeing if I can just fuck around with video editing. Because I think video editing would be a lot of fun. It'll give me some practice, and that way I can start setting up for shorts, for YouTube Shorts and TikTok, which I will hopefully be starting to get soon. With that being said, I will eventually change my link page down in the description to a link tree probably, or something of the sort. I might make a GitHub for it. I don't know. But I'm starting to amass a lot of links. Because we've got obviously the VOD channel, we've got the YouTube channel, we've got Twitter. We're going to be having TikTok soon, even though, again, I know it's going to be banned here in the States. Might as well get in that while I can. I'll probably make an Instagram for this account as well. Just to see what we can kind of pop, see what kind of works. I'd primarily want to just work off of exclusively Twitch, but that's not feasible. That's not how content creation works in 2024. I need other things, you know. I would have to just be very, very lucky, and unfortunately, I'm still people shy. You know, talking to people on this this platform is difficult for me. Still working on becoming a chatter, you know what I mean? I'm pretty much a supreme lurker. I lurk a lot. I don't send too many chats. I tried doing it a little bit, but since I picked up streaming on my own and you know, started doing other endeavors, I just don't chat nearly as much as I do. Brett is probably the only one I chat the most in, and that's because, I mean, that's my boy, right? I'm on for him. I watch his chats. I'm in there. That's what I got to do. So yeah, I think that's it. That's the super big news that the VOD channel is loaded up. I'm very, very excited about that. I'm excited for a lot of the different things that I've got planned, which is awesome. You know, I've got the single player games I want to start cooking up again. I really want to start doing some multiplayer stuff. And we're going to start with Hell Let Loose. The Hell Let Loose stream is going to be big. I'm really excited to be doing the Hell Let Loose stream. That's going to be a lot of fun. We'll see how long that lasts. I definitely don't think I'm going to stop playing Hell Let Loose on my own, but we'll see how long it lasts for stream. Because I have, let me see how many Hell Let Loose hours I have. I have 119 hours, so almost 120, which is pretty sick. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting because you're gonna see some different stuff. I'm not really a oh, it's a sock pop game. This is not the game I was thinking of. Thinking about a game with guns. It's like a fantasy roguelite with guns. Anyway. I don't know. I think I played a demo somewhere. Where was I? I totally ADD'd. I don't know what else. Do y'all need any more updates? Let me think. So yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll link the YouTube channel, even though, again, I know it is readily available in my Mick channel description, but we'll go ahead and link it just in case. Here's the YouTube channel. Nothing there yet. Hopefully something within the next couple of weeks, ideally. And I'm just gonna fuck around with videos. I'm gonna try cutting down streams. I'm gonna try making some videos, scripting some stuff, seeing what I can do in that regard. Which would be pretty cool. And we're just gonna go from there, you know. I gotta figure out how I want to sort of cut my Dragon Quest videos. So I think to practice, I might make a couple Balatro cuts of just me fucking around on Balatro. Just so we can kind of get an idea of what is cooking on that front. But I'm otherwise very, very excited. Also, cheers, happy Friday. This stream is not sponsored by Modelo, but I do recommend it. It's a very good beer. And I will be ending at around 6. I don't intend to go past 6. If I do, it'll be 6:30ish, but I have some plans tonight. And I'd like to get some food in my belly. I got a lot of Gondor people playing some games tonight, which I'm very, very excited for. I'll be adding some people, doing a lot of cool stuff. So I'm gonna be doing all that in my free time. But hopefully, it's definitely not going to be tomorrow. I've got practically no time tomorrow, unfortunately. Since I do... oh, that's really funny. I do... I have 2 games on Saturdays now. I don't know if this is a known fact here, but I am an avid tabletop RPG. This part is. I'm an avid tabletop RPG fan. It's definitely one of my favorite ways to play a video game. I'm constantly striving for immersion. It's just a really good RPG in general. The tabletop, that is. Oh wow. They shot and killed young Sheldon. That was the end of young Sheldon. That's crazy. I can't believe that. How is Sheldon gonna recover from this? I'll put some young Sheldon emotes in the chat because I know y'all don't have the young Sheldon emotes. I gotta hit up the young Sheldon. Oh. Well. Have some young Sheldons. Any Sheldon heads in chat right now? Do I have any Sheldon heads in chat right now? Show yourself. 1 in the chat if you're a Sheldon head. 1 in the chat if you love young Sheldon. 2 in the chat if you hate getting bazinga'd. I'll have to watch that for later. Dave Bautista, my goat. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. What was I on? I know I was just talking about tabletop RPGs. Oh yeah, that's what it was. Tabletop RPGs. I'm in 2 games now on Saturdays, which is a lot. I honestly can't believe I'm doing it. And we'll see how long that lasts. But because of that, I've got game in the morning. I stream at 2, and at 4. Go to my second game in the evening. So that's how it goes. Hey, what's up, bestie? How you doing? Here, have a young Sheldon. Have a young Sheldon. I was just talking about you, like 5 minutes ago. Yes, yes, young Sheldon. All good things. I don't have anything bad to say about you. If I had something bad to say about you, I'd say it to your face. We're tight like that. I would just tell you. I'd be like, yeah. It's a thanks. It's a thanks. It's a thanks. I would let you know. I'd be like, you need to get your shit together. I don't think I directly mentioned you, but I was just talking about morning, my start of stream housekeeping stuff. I talk about what I've got planned. And I was just saying I'm planning on bumping some TikToks, YouTube Shorts, the Instagram Reels, that type of thing. So just saying that I got to get with you, and we gotta hash some of that out so I know what I'm doing. It was just a segue from me installing a video editing software. I'm gonna try cutting down some of my uh, my Dragon Quest videos. Exactly. I gotta get on the socials. Gotta start actually monetizing myself. I do have a I've got a YouTube channel. I've got two YouTube channels. Um, it's in the description, but in case you're potentially on mobile, I'm gonna try out Olive. I looked up a Adobe alternative chart because there's somebody who made a very nice infographic of alternative softwares that you're able to use instead of a particular Adobe product. So I'm gonna try out Olive, which is a open source free video editing software. Here's my. Let me make a Fossabot command real quick. This will make this a lot easier. Used CapCut recently, and you've used iMovie in the past. I've used Windows Movie Maker before, not to do anything substantial, but I've used it. Man, I gotta get on that voice actor grind. I gotta just start fucking doing shit. I gotta start voicing shit. Okay, where was I? First things first, I'm gonna log into Fossabot. And then I'll go ahead and link you Olive real quick, just in case you want to take a look. I don't know. Do you have much experience with the open source software? Nope, you know what that means. Open source software just means it's typically free to use and free to make your own edits and versions of. Me getting obsessed with my hairline here. I'm trying to think of an example of an open. Well, the program that I'm currently using to stream open broadcast software, OBS. Um, it's open source. So there are people who can make like a free plugin and stuff. There's probably a list of like all the or a series of the code that is all used for it. Really cool stuff. I love open source software. I did a lot of open source projects when I was doing software engineering for college. We actually would encourage our students. Oh, it's not allowed to have new lines. Let me find these real quick. Okay, let's see if this works. You remember that from when you... Is Bandicam open source? I can check. It might be. It might not be, though. Because it's not... It being open source... Or it being free is not necessarily indicative of it being open source. I also used to use Bandicam. Although, again, now I would just use OBS because it also has a recording process. I don't want AI. Man, I hate that Google is integrating AI and I can't just fucking turn it off. Feedback. Feedback. I hate it. Give general feedback. Unhelpful. Offensive. No, it's unhelpful. Tell us why I give this feedback. I don't want AI filtering my searches. They normally give me garbage that is not helpful to my search. At least let me turn it off. Thanks. Cause like it's not the AI, like it's not sourced. It's not checked. So it could be giving me like absolute horse shit. Yeah, I saw Instameta was pushing AI in their app too, which fucking sucks. Cause it's not helpful. It's not checked or anything. It's not checked by a human. So they're just gonna give me garbage. It pisses me off. I hate generative AI so much. Cause the thing that I hate the most about it is it's good. It's supposed to be incredibly useful, but it just got picked up by grifters and capitalism. Now everybody hates it, and they equate AI now as negative no matter what, despite the fact that AI has been used for years. If you're spending any time in the video game scene, you know that your NPCs and your bots, any of the characters that are not played by a person, have some semblance of artificial intelligence. Exactly. It's good in small applications. It's good in applications when you're assisting the human and not trying to replace them. And that's the thing that I hate about it. Anyway, let me see if this command works. Boom! Yup. I mean, even your I was about to make something that implies you're not a real gamer, but you are a real gamer. And like the Sims have their own unique set of AI, and you can tweak whether or not it's incredibly specific or if you have to micromanage every little thing for them. You know? It's still a level of intelligence. You're a gamer. Actually, the real thing is real gamers are women. Women are real gamers. If you're a man, you're not a real gamer. That's just how it goes. Women have to put up with too much shit. They're true gamers. They hop in a fucking. It's one of the things that's been happening recently. Hopping in a fucking Valorant lobby and getting told, really, really abhorrent stuff. So women are real gamers. Okay. Chad, do you want to see a bunch of goofy drawings that are not penises at all? Let's see if the camera gets it pretty good. Make the. There we go. Here's some drawings. Here's some doodles. Have I seen the Harrison Butker speech? No, I have not. I don't even know who Harrison Butker is, if I'm gonna be honest. I'll educate myself really quickly. Football kicker. NFL distances himself. What did he do? Did he say some dumbass shit? Or did he say some like pro-Palestine shit and they're mad about it? Is he a good guy? Is he a bad guy? He's a kicker for the Chiefs. He made a super sexist speech during the commencement somewhere. Okay, cool. Thank you for the drawings. They're just doodles. The eyeball is probably the one on here that I'm the most proud of. I just wanted to start drawing little cartoons again. I need to get myself I have my notes notebook. I need to get myself another drawing pad that I can keep up here. Pushing his conservative and alt-right agenda. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, football has considering it is literally a male-dominated sport, the only women that I think are allowed on a football team are kickers. And that's it. I don't think I've ever heard of another position that a woman has been on that wasn't kicker. Because otherwise they just get relegated to cheerleading, which is inclusive. Cheerleading's gender inclusive, which is cool. You need some big, strong men at the bottom of the pyramid. There was a time I considered cheerleading. Less CTE out of that. You saying a woman's purpose is to be a homemaker only? That's really fucked up. That's really fucked up. As the homemaker, as the wife guy kind of deal, that's fucked up. I like to be in the kitchen. I like cleaning, you know? If I give myself a bread-winning woman, I'll cook, I'll clean, I'll do the chores. I actually like doing that stuff. Gotta get a bread-winning wife, though. I really do be a male housewife. I think that's just the ideal scenario for me. Like, I log on, I stream for 6 hours. Eventually, I want to upgrade to 6 hours, but for now, I stream for 4 hours. I log off. I do the chores. I kiss my wife when she comes home from making a bajillion dollars. Food is prepared. A delicious meal is ready. The house is clean. The cat box is scooped, you know. That's the way to go. That's the way to go. And they're being brainwashed into thinking they have a career. Yeah. That's insane. That's insane. So is he still on the team? Also, insane that the Chiefs are still the Chiefs. I figured after the Washington football team they would get a change. And this is as an Atlanta boy, this also applies to the Braves. I'm gonna be honest. As of right now, yeah, okay, it's probably not for longer then. Because I looking at this article that I've got pulled up, and they're like, its views are not those of the NFL as an organization, and it's starting to get a really big stink. Pushing dangerous gender ideologies on the youth of America. That's weird. And he's attacking Catholicism too, which is bananas. Cool. Well, good for him. Rip his career. 28 too. That's fucked up. His wife embraced one of the most important titles of all, homemaker. Look. I do think like moms are one of the two hardest jobs in America. We'll do three. No, we'll do two. The two hardest jobs in America are, number one, being a teacher, being an educator, period. Number two, okay, now that's some tea. His jersey sales went up? Of course they did. It has nothing to do with whether or not you're a good person. It's controversy, right? Controversy sells. So, his jersey's going up because everybody's like, oh, he's going to get kicked off. His jersey's going to be limited. Kind of funny that he's on Grindr preaching, all the homemaker shit about his wife. Anyway, what I was getting into before I do get on a little tangent there, the two most difficult jobs are educator, so teachers, professors, all of them, K through 12, and then collegiate. I think all of them are one of the hardest jobs ever. Doubly so in America due to gun violence and stuff. You live, welcome. Happy to see you, Lego. I'm glad that you're here. We're talking about you have power and internet. Hell yeah. We're talking about sports ball right now, but technically the politics of it and not actually sports ball. And being a mom, or a parent, because, not everybody necessarily has to be mom, and there are some single fathers that do just a good job, but those are the two hardest jobs in America. Fight me, liberals. Him being spotted on Grindr is hilarious. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a fake account, just using him as like whether or not it's a catfish or whatever, but that's really funny. There's like some weird conservative brain rot stuff that I think is really, really hilarious. Like 9 times out of 10 they're yapping about, oh, drag queens are harming our children, and it's later revealed that they're like a sex offender or something. So I wouldn't be surprised if he had some closeted issues he's got to work with or through. I don't know. American conservatism is like a whole nother breed of like rot. And this is coming from somebody who has a decent chunk of brain rot. I don't have 4chan brain rot, but I've got my brain does not operate normally. And that's why it's very difficult for me to talk to normies. Yeah, it's just wild that Harrison is being praised for pushing political and gender stuff. But you have people like Colin Kaepernick. Yeah. And LeBron. Shout out LeBron mentioned calling it racism is bad and being told to keep politics out of sports. No, I agree. It's what's really interesting? It's a really interesting factor. Harrison's skin color. No one's brain is normal? No, they're normal brained individuals. They're definitely normal brain individuals. I think less so now that the internet's a thing. And the more online you are, the more fucked your brain is. But I think that I've seen people who are like genuinely mostly offline. Don't even know what gyat means, Don't even know what the Rizzler is. No Baby Gronk versus Livy Dunn. And yeah, I agree. Like the Colin Kaepernick has been getting shit for years. And that shit pisses me off. For kneeling. Oh my god. He kneeled. You also have a rotted brain in more ways than one. Oh yeah, no, understandable. That's one of the things. That's why I was saying the other night. It's like if it's just me and your friends, it's just me and you. Like I can chill. I can turn my normal brain on. I just worry that like I'm not normie enough for some of your friends, and I feel like if I even dipped a little bit of a toe into like real me, I would scare some of them. You have no idea what any of those things that I said are. Perfect. Your brain is not nearly as rotted as mine. That's good. I do not think you should look up the definition for any of those, because honestly, you're probably better off knowing none of that. Also, all of that will be not popular in the next, I don't know, 3 months minimum. Listen, your friends like FNAF and stuff like that, which is fine. I'm not saying them liking FNAF and anything is bad. And I'm not saying I don't like your friends or anything like that. I love your friends. I'm glad that you invite me to go hang out with them. I just worry that like some of them are a little bit more classified. Like you and I have been friends long enough. Like you know where I am, right? Yeah, it's tied to social media. It's a social media thing. Some of it is AAV. But yeah, so some of them are normish, and those individuals I'm always a little worried. I'm just gonna say something absolutely asinine, and they're just gonna look at me like this. And that's how it goes. I think that's why I just vibe whenever we're hanging out in a large setting like that. And again, I have normie friends too. I got friends that have never heard, like they don't even know who Tim Pool is or anything like that. That's a political. I'm a politics frog. I got politics brain rot. Disney adult friends. That's true. That's true. And I like your Disney adult friends because they have a similar vein of brain rot. It's just the Disney adult stuff, right? I got the loading. That's good. I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm glad I timed that perfectly. That's literally only gonna be just for you, or whoever else it paused for too. But yeah, no, I know. Not your Disney adult friends are chill. We vibe hard actually. Um, and I'm not necessarily saying like any of this is. I love all of the ones that I've met and everything. I just know it's like one of those things. You know how you have like separate friend group, like you can't make a I'm gonna kill myself joke in front of a particular friend group, and when you accidentally make that joke, they all look at you like it's kind of like that. That's sort of the vibe. Because I'm hella weird, but you know that. That's why you keep me around. I think. I like to think at least. Yeah. Exactly. And even I used to not make those jokes. I used to not think they were funny, but now I don't know. Exactly. Because they're gonna take me seriously. They're gonna think I'm serious. Oh my god, your brain tumor jokes are so funny. Please, you're not that weird. No. Trust me. Trust me. I look. I've accepted the level of weird that I am, and I know like it is a for me it is a good weird. I know I'm not like a bad weird. I'm not like a weird incel freak or anything like that. Um, but there is a certain level of me that is not normal. Like I absolutely when I was doing working Friday, I I literally just said something about something being goaded or something like that, and I'm pretty sure none of those people they all were just like, which was really funny. I had to turn that shit on. No, do not pin me in the weird incel freak group. Don't do me like this. It appears we're having some connection issues. You might see some pauses. Just refresh. Just hold. My internet should come back soon. Although I shouldn't be dropping frames anymore. But I guess I just have really bad internet today. Not to mention I'm uploading like YouTube videos on top of, uploading my footage to Twitch. which let me check on. We're working on the second video. I don't have a time. I don't have a percentage. I just have, well, I have a percentage, but I don't have a time for how long it's gonna take. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see where it goes. When Weird Incel Freak, Speed a Woman Hater, don't hit me like this. Don't hit me like this. Drop that YouTube link. I got you. You can do this too. Specifically, the videos that are currently being uploaded is the VOD channel. I don't have any videos on normal YouTube yet. I'm working on those. I gotta come up with a couple ideas, and I gotta cut down some of these streams. But feel free to subscribe to both. You'll be getting a lot more action out of the VOD channel, just in terms of consistent uploads, because I'm just going to be exporting my VODs directly from Twitch to that channel. The main channel, the main YouTube channel, that's where I'm going to put all of my YouTube shorts, my TikToks. I'm going to put a bunch of TikToks on YouTube shorts. I'm going to make some YouTube videos. I'm going to fuck around with some like weird experimental cinema stuff, just because I like movies. I'm going to fuck around with cutting down gameplay footage. So all my Dragon Quest streams, I'm going to cut down and condense into watchable stuff. The FNAF Smasher Pass is my first video. I might do that. That would be funny. I don't think I'm going to do it like Markiplier did with the Pokemon, just because he had to get through hundreds of Pokemon, right? So literally just going smash, 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 pass. That's a lot funnier when you have 100 or some odd Pokemon. There's only so many characters in FNAF, but I'll do that. That'll be funny. Let me make a new. Actually, do I have an open page already here? Single player game, stream ideas. Let's put YouTube ideas. FNAF Smash or Pass. That'll be really funny. Honestly, that being my first video would be hilarious. If I have all the games and the books, maybe. Fuck around, find out. That's my motto. That's the whole motto of the stream. Ooh, there's a Disco Elysium update. I'll download those after. Hang on, I gotta do a pit check. Cool, I remembered. FNAF Smasher Pass. I want to do weird mob stuff. I want to do some like sort of noir short films. '80s aesthetic. Kind of inspired by Hotline Miami, probably. Cut down streams. YouTube shorts. I'm not stinky, actually. I put deodorant on today. I didn't forget. You know what's really funny? I don't know. I've got it in the frame specifically as a joke. I know sometimes I'm like, there we go. Sometimes I'm like posted like this, but I don't know how often you guys are paying attention to my background when I'm in webcam mode like this. I actually need to do it like this. Give video titles. I will not be giving the videos titles, at least for the VODs. There. Of the lotion bottle's hilarious. I think it's really funny. No, so all my VODs up until May 15th of this year are not going to have video titles that aren't, look, I keep moisturized, okay? I got dry hands, I got dry feet. I stay moisturized, okay? That's what it's for. It's at the foot of my bed. It's at the foot of my bed. I need a tissue box on the opposite side. You're right. I do. Too bad I don't buy any tissues. Yeah, so the stream, the videos on my normal YouTube channel will have normal titles, but I'm keeping the VODs just as their dates, since I'm not publishing them at the same time. That way, like literally all of the VODs of today are published as May 17th, 2024, but like that's not when I recorded them, right? So up until then, that's kind of what I want to have. And then I don't know if I'm going to keep that consistently, or anything like that, because I don't know how the Twitch export system is going to work. So we shall see. I may just end up exporting my Twitch videos with whatever stream title I have, under the VOD. So for example, today's would be Wonderful News, chat. VOD. Yes, VOD. VOD is short for video on demand. And it's essentially all it is literally a recording of this stream. So if you missed a stream and you want to watch the whole thing, or you want to use me for background noise, that's the intention. Lego, the one thing I am doing, yeah, it's fine. Lego, the one thing I am doing with the videos though is I'm putting them in a playlist based on the game that I'm playing. You've never heard it in that context before? Got you. So they should be live already on the channel. If you don't see them, let me know. I'll adjust the visibility. But like all the streams that contain Balatro are going to be in the Balatro playlist. All of the streams that contain Street Fighter 6 are going to be in the Street Fighter playlist. And then I also made one for Fury, because that's what I've got loaded up. And then all my Dragon Quest streams are going to go in the Dragon Quest playlist. So if you are looking for a specific game, it'll be there. And then in the description, because I know sometimes halfway through the VOD I switch games. For example, the Hotline Miami VOD, which should be... Oh, it's funny. I didn't do it for Hotline Miami. That's really funny. I did it for Street Fighter and I did it for Fury. I'll have to do it for Hotline Miami. I have to go through there and do that. But so for February 22nd, 2024, that stream, I have Street Fighter at 1 hour, 46 minutes, and 3 seconds. And if you click that, it'll just immediately take you to Street Fighter. So you can go and see the content that you want. You're rewatching Dragon Quest for Rab? That's going to go hard. I don't know. I feel like the Dragon Quest streams, especially if I can get the videos edited in the right way, I feel like it's going to be a lot of like really, really comforting sort of gameplay going on. I'm going to switch pants. Hang on, chat. I got to switch pants. No. That would have got me banned. And I'm not trying to take a suspension right now. I'm not even a partner. It should be that kind of stream. Look, Chatterbait might be calling my name. I'll stream on OnlyFans. I put on shorts. No feet today. No feet today. You gotta pay for feet. Which that's another thing I need to work on. Housekeeping stuff. I gotta work on figuring out a PayPal thing so I don't dox my ass. Banned from you and Twitch. I get it. I get it. You hate sex workers. That's just how it goes. Look, if I hate women, I guess you gotta hate sex workers. Welcome in, Brett. I know you've been busy pretty much all week. Very happy to see you for a bit. I highly recommend, if you are still here, of course, I highly recommend checking out the yesterday's VOD. I think I played the game for 2 hours. If you want to see Mullet Mad Jack. You just hate me as a sex worker? Okay, understandable. Understandable. I think I'd be a fine sex worker, thank you, but, you know, understandable. Today, welcome back, Lego. I may have said a bunch of stuff to you. Maybe? Okay, that's fine. It's all good. We'll be here. It's not all gonna be on you, by the way. I am still experiencing some horrendous, upload speeds right now. So it might not just be you. I don't know. Pull up another stream. Pull up just somebody you watch on Twitch and see if you're having the same thing. Because I'm definitely watching my kilobytes per second drop to like 300. Hey Kentucky, how you doing? Oh my. Did you hear me talking about taking my pants off and so you had to pop in here? Actually, less connection across the board. Cool. I just wanted to let you know that it might not be you, is all. Let's see. I don't think I have anything else to yap about. I think I'm going to go ahead and bump up some of the Toe Jam and Earl. I chose Toe Jam and Earl to start off versus Mullet Mad Jack because Mullet Mad Jack is very, very fun. But I like yapping with chat, and I can't do that playing Mullet Mad Jack. Mullet Mad Jack, like, I gotta be focused on Mullet Mad Jack. But Toe Jam and Earl is like a really chill-ass adventure game, despite the fact that, like, I get bombarded by weird-ass Earthlings. And then they just ruin my day. But otherwise, the game is pretty chill. So I figured I would cook that up first at the beginning of the stream, and then we'll see. I might play Mullet Mad Jack. I might play Path of Acra. I might do a Colony Sim. I don't know what you guys are feeling. I would do Rim World, but I have to clean up my Rim World first. Not that I have any sussy names or anything like that, but I since I used it for personal use, I've got some potentially doxable information, so I'd like to remove all that first. One thing I will add before I do swap over to an actual game, I just added some new stuff to my letterbox because I wrote down some movies that I watched in film class. Yo, thanks for the sub. Let me find it. I just added a couple of things to my letterbox. It was, my watch list. Nope. It's not watch list. I want my watch. Duh. Activity? Bum, 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 bum. Maybe I should start reviewing. Profile, films. 168 films? That rules, chat. I'm actually really proud of that number. Despite the fact that's not even like all my films. Is it doing it alphabetically? How can I filter this? Sort by release date. Newest filtered. Okay. So the movies I added, because I wrote them down on the back of an index card, which I had movies that I was trying to remember. I have some messages for a friend of mine regarding some Splatoon stuff. You thought Larry Boy was next? No. Larry Boy. I gotta find Larry Boy first, but I do kind of want to do Larry Boy. Still upset with me about your letterbox thing? I know. But look. At least I came clean. Okay. I could have just taken your $10. I could have just become infinitely more wealthy than I am. But I told you I cheated. And I genuinely, again, I don't think I would have guessed Hunger Games Catching Fire, if I'm gonna be honest, which is brutal. But I added a couple movies. So last night, 2 nights ago, it was 2 nights ago when I did the movie stream. I ended with putting a bunch of the X-Men movies up on here. So Deadpool 2 was the last thing I put on there. Movies, I added The Third Man, which I highly recommend. It's directed by Carol Reed. It's got Orson Welles in it as like an actor, which is kind of crazy. It's a very, very good film. Highly recommend watching it. It's black and white, very beautifully shot. The intrigue is great, which is lame because the Hunger Games started our friendship. I know, which is why like I don't know why I wouldn't even be able to think about it being in your top 4, but I didn't. I have The Lives of Others, which was a really, really cool film. I believe it is German. It is about the Berlin. You know how there was West Berlin and East Berlin? It's about East Berlin and the Stasi's like surveillance that they did in that movie. So if you're cool with foreign films and you watch stuff with subtitles, I highly recommend The Lives of Others. It was pretty good. I think I have it pretty. No, 3.5 is fine. I'd say I could bump it up to 4. And then the other movie I had to find, I had to Google this. It was Vanessa Kirby movie, New York Times, is all that I had for it. Yeah, you have rats tonight. You're good. No Cyberpunk 2020, but you have rats. And so the Vanessa Kirby movie that I watched was called Mr. Jones. It's about a journalist, Gareth Jones, who goes to cover the famine in Ukraine in 1930. Very, very good film as well. Highly recommend it. It's more modern too. It has some awesome shots of like the wilderness, the icy landscape. Very, very cool stuff. Also, it's gonna be funny if it's not even for the New York Times. I'm pretty sure it was the New York Times, but it might not have been for the New York Times. It is based on a true story. It's got James Norton, Peter Skarsgård. Trying to see if there's any other actors y'all might know. Aside from Vanessa Kirby, of course. Yeah, I think that's about it. I forgot to put Doctor Sleep on here. I got a lot of 5s. I might have to adjust or maybe I happen to watch a lot of bangers. I either have to adjust my movie ranking, or I just need to accept that I watch a ton of bangers. I don't know. I have a very lax movie review sort of going. And hey, look, Lego, hopefully you'll be able to get it next week. Yeah, of course. We'll chat later. I know we gotta link up for plans for next week. Because the primary thing is I want to figure out when that bar closes, so I can plan out when I have to feed. But we'll talk about that later. I'll see you, bestie. Thanks for popping in. Before you go, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to both channels. Juice the numbers. The king returns. Yes, I'm so glad you're here. I have been live very often. So your ass must be busy. Hello, welcome. I'm sorry I missed you last night. I was gonna pop in, and then I ended up in a 4-hour solo session with the Saturday game DM. So that's how it goes. But I do appreciate you reaching out. Hopefully we'll be able to cook something up soon. But I'm happy to have you here, my friend. I have I've set up a YouTube channel and a VOD channel. Go subscribe to both. There's nothing on the YouTube channel yet, but hopefully sometime in the future I'll have some really cool stuff cooking. I'm going to be playing with all kinds of content. See what sticks. Corporate moment. Yeah, nah, dog. Look, I get it, you know. You got 3 for Honor now? That's huge. I didn't even think you'd be able to get more for For Honor. Yes, sir. Yeah, so we have 2 YouTube channels, and everybody should be able to use it. Exclamation boy YT. Okay, I was included. Cool. Because I was gonna say, seeing you play For Honor again, I am considering it because it's kind of cool. And the reasons for me stopping playing the game had nothing to do with For Honor itself. But it's stuff I'm not gonna get into on stream. But that's gas. That's gas. Good to know. Let me see if it's installed. Because it is a big game. It's like, what, 80 gigs? Might be a little bigger now. Not that I don't have the space. Yeah, it's almost 100 at this point. Probably have to buy a hero pack. Is that Ezio? Capture zones A and C have been added. Oh, that's for Dominion. Ezio skin? Like that looks like Ezio. Might be Altair. They put Ezio? Okay. I figured it'd be Ezio. Ezio is everybody's favorite. But hell yes, my friend. I will add that to the docket of games I need to install. That way that's available. Been playing Dominion last night, having a blast. Rekindled his hate of the Centurion. Yeah. That makes sense. When I played as a really big, I don't remember the name of the guy, but the really big dude on the Japanese adjacent or analog group. Big man with a big bat. Lots of fun stuff. And I also played the chick with the Naginata. Let me make sure that's the correct weapon. Might be Naginata. No, it is Naginata. Yeah. Dude, this Diamond and Pearl music is bringing me back. Bum 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 bum. Criminally short. I know it's a loop, so it doesn't matter, but you play a small Arabian woman with a desire for brutalizing people using shield-assisted martial arts. That's incredible. As you should, honestly. As you should. Yeah, because I know they added a bunch of stuff beyond the primary, like, English, Viking, and Samurai. Knight, Viking, and Samurai. I know they added a bunch of, like, I don't know if they're like hero units or whatever. I don't know how they actually factor into the playability, because I know they don't have any beyond the 3 main factions. But I know there's like pirates and stuff, and I've seen like Aztec warriors and something like that. I don't know if they're like just specialty units you can play on any team or whatnot. Man, I can't believe this game has been going on for 8 years. It's like me thinking about Tom Clancy Rainbow Six Siege. It feels really good right now. Yeah, I mean that's the general nature of a game that you're gonna constantly add heroes to. You're gonna get balance problems, right? I know this is an incredibly recent example exclusively for members of my Discord server, but if you take a game like Rats Instagib, for example, that game is everybody's on the same playing field. It's as balanced as it gets. You've got one shot, one kill, and an air blast. There's a bunch of one-off heroes that are not really tied to the main 3 factions. Cool. Cool. That's what I thought. Because you got to keep it mixed. Yeah, I don't know. If I was in it's the talking about For Honor. If the biggest issue with For Honor, or not For Honor, sorry, Ubisoft in doing multiplayer games like that is they constantly have to feel the drive to produce new content so that way the game can play. It's the whole games is a live service type thing. And so when your solution to dishing out all that content is new characters instead of just making it all cosmetic based or brand new maps, which I'm sure they also add on top of it. But when you're adding new heroes, now you have an adjustment to the balance. Take a game like Dead by Daylight, for example. Dead by Daylight has been around for years now, and the game has only gotten larger and larger over the years. They're constantly adding, like every 2 months or so, they add a new DLC with a new set of heroes, a new set of slashers, or sometimes one or the other, depending on what kind of DLC it is. And with that comes an entirely new meta. And that constantly shifts their game, and it's really sad because the most recent update was Vecna. So you got, the Whispered One himself, Mr. One Arm, One Eye. He's got like 4 spells, a bunch of stuff that he can do. He can summon some shit. He's got like a whole sort of Dungeon Master-esque vibe to him too. And then you have one of the original slashers from the beginning of the game, and it's the Trapper, and all he does is he puts a trap down. Okay. Cool. There's no point in playing him. I might as well just buy Vecna. So balance is kind of an interesting thing. It's the game designer's most interesting conundrum, Make a good point. Like you had mentioned, the balance feels pretty good right now, which is good. I think they do 1 a year or so. Interestingly enough, the game seems large enough to self-balance with the variety of playstyles now. There's an element of pick and getting counterpicked. I do like being able to pick and counterpick. That was the one thing that I really enjoyed about Overwatch, which I don't get anymore. Because again, I refuse to play Overwatch. It's not a game I'm ever going to touch. Fuck Activision Blizzard. They can go find some baby milk ethically. Breast milk ethically. The Harpoon guy, who's literally the dude from Content Warning, that's terrifying. 1 new hero a year is very, very good, so you're not setting yourself out of a balance issue. Which is unfortunate for... They're doing the same thing for Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege, which originally, when they wanted the game to finally end, they wanted like 100 heroes, which it's not going to happen anymore. But it does put that sort of senseless, like, at least with For Honor, you have the ability to swap out heroes, do whatever you need, do a counter pick, and that's a really unique and cool mechanic, and I feel like a lot of games in a competitive scene need to do that a lot more. With Rainbow Six Siege, at least from back when I used to play, counterpicking was kind of a thing, but it was rather difficult to do, and you couldn't switch up mid-match. So I guess mid-game, you might have been able to do it mid-match. You'd be like a different round, pick a different person. I can't quite remember though. It has been, let me see how long it's been since I played Rainbow Six Siege. 4 years. And I don't even know how long I played it in 2020. It could have been for like an hour. But I'm glad that For Honor is boosting itself up in a good balanced position right now. I know I was watching a streamer that I watch was playing it, and this was several months ago, which ruled. You can't swap. It's more so you have better or worse matchups. Hence the balance is maintained. Any new hero has several that they can already deal with their gimmicks. Okay, understandable. Overwatch reigns supreme, it seems. Played Siege for 3 matches last year and thought it was awful. You'd have more fun with us, but Siege ain't it. Yeah, I agree. The only way I'd play Siege again is if I full stack, and even then it's like, I don't know. The meta, the way the game works, I don't really feel like it's the point. Because, like, we're not going to be a problem. We're going to get paired with a team because we're full stacking, right? And that team is going to, like, know the meta of Siege, and it's just not going to be fun. Which pisses me off because that game was awesome. I know I said I was going to do it a little earlier. Conversation still vibing. I am going to go ahead and boot up Toe Jam and Earl, though. If y'all do not mind. Because I've been yapping for an hour, almost an hour and a half. Back in the groove. 100 gigs for trash is not... Yeah, I agree. Facts. The problem with Siege for me is it's too reaction-based. That's most FPS games, though. But it is definitely even more so on the Siege side, because it is like a defense-offense shooter, right? I was literally just about to send that. You'll be playing exclusively niche single-player games from here on out. So true. Not for me. I'm addicted to playing multiplayer games. Not that I won't be stopping my single-player grind. But I like multiplayer games too much. What can I say? I like playing with the boys. I just think competitively is not going to happen. What's the point of cool strategy? If it's a one-shot headshot? Yep. Especially when they one-shot headshot you from when you're trying to enter the map, because Blitz has an ACOG. Not Blitz. Blitz was the Bandit. Bandit has an ACOG. Blitz is the flashbang attacker. He doesn't have an ACOG because he's got a pistol. Although if you had an ACOG on the pistol, that'd be crazy. I just messed that up. Yeah, back in the groove. Make sure that's, nope. And then we need to add... that here. Back in the groove. Bam. Oh, some sailor here floating around. Or pixel peekers? Yeah. Gotta play with the boys. So true. So true. Boys with an I is inclusive. Boys with an I is inclusive. Let me go ahead and do the game here. Yeah, it's a struggle too, finding games, because it's like I either got games with big lobbies or we got like a 4-player max. You know what I mean?
Yo, Earl, take the wheel.
To take this
I'm
up.
gonna go in the back and grab a drink. Hey, Lawanda, you want something?
Bro, he loves Lawanda. Bro, he does not love Letitia. Let me know if the game's too loud. I don't think it is. Because I played it yesterday and it was whatever. True, I haven't managed to play a game with Green in like 2 months. Yeah, he's mad busy. He constantly tells me, he'll be like, dude, I'm not busy at all. I'm not busy. You can reach out. And it's like, I reach out and you're gaming with somebody else already, and you're gonna tell me you're not busy. Like, my guy. Hopefully it didn't just reset all my stuff here on this save. Yeah. Yeah. Like, I literally flamed him when he was streaming a little while ago because he was, like, talking about how he's like, oh, I'm not busy, I'm not busy. I was like, dude, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean you're not busy? No, leave me alone. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I had to make sure I didn't want to stonewall you. Leave me alone. Oh my god. Yesterday. So I was like, I gotta say something. You do not deserve to be dono-walled. See if this guy camps me. Or if he actually fucks off. I didn't know I could start sleeping on my own.
Wake up.
Yeah, wake up. Oh, that's cool. Ah, this game is so charming. Alright, naked man. I do not want to see your peanuts! If I time that right, I can use that to get rid of an earthling. Okay, there's the elevator. This elevator could be evil, chat. There are just evil elevators in this game. This is a game that wants to troll me. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Dude, get your drone away from me. Get your drone away from me. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh no, there's a shark. I can't escape him. I can't escape him. I can't escape. There's a ghost cow. It's tough, but that's how it is. Yeah, I know, boss. You got a secondary group with Destiny, though. That's good. Otherwise, it gets kind of lonely up here, if you're honest. Hopefully with the new campaign starting in the soonish future, which will be nice. That'll be gas. Dude, do not camp me right now. Do not camp me right now. Yeah, one of the things that I used to do, which I haven't done for a while, unfortunately, just because half the player base got scooped up for Cyberpunk on Fridays. But I used to do on my server every week, I'd do a Gondor session where I would try and find like a free game. So that way every Friday I could play, oh my gosh, let me get out of there. Games with the gang. We do like Jackbox, Gartic Phone, the works, you know. Leave me alone, man. Leave me alone, man. But unfortunately, with the advent of Cyberpunk, I cannot hit Gondor very often anymore. But I know there's been some gaming hip hop happening again. Trying to whip up some good stuff. So I can throw that tag on you if you'd like. So that way, anytime I do inevitably call for a Gondor, you're absolutely welcome to pop in. They are very, very fun. I've got all kinds of stuff. I've got like King of the Castle. Is another game that I've said I will. Oh, there's no part. I could just go in the elevator. I don't know why I was doing that. Oh, okay. Of course it was an evil guy. Of course it's an evil guy. Get out of here, you fiend. Fucking asshole. It's gotta be up here then. No way he just took my amped high tops. Do I have... Can I do something to kill this guy? I think this is X.
Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
Alright. Is this my high tops back? Dude, I need this drone bozo to stop stealing my stuff. What is the goal in this game? It looks unhinged. I have to get my spaceship parts back. We crash landed. No, we didn't crash. We accidentally flew to Earth, and we started Earl pushed a black hole button on ToeJam's insistence, and that shattered our spaceship parts. So I need to avoid all of the random ass Earthlings that want to kill me. No! I gotta avoid the Earthlings that want to kill me, and I gotta find my spaceship parts. Without falling back down to level 1. Unfortunately, we're on a level where there are no spaceship parts. Yo, I'm a dude now. So this is technically the definitive sequel to ToeJam and Earl, which was an old game for some Sega console. It might have been on the Genesis, it might not have. Because I know ToeJam and Earl, Panic and Funkatron was on the Genesis. But it was like this. You'd have this sort of like adventure-generated isometric... Oh, I'm about to die, you're so right. I'd have this sort of world space generated, and you kind of explore in it. ToeJam and Earl, Panic and Funkatron was a 2D platformer that they were pushed to do by the studio or something. Fucking course. Give me watermelon, give me watermelon. Okay. I'm so close, I'm so close. Please, 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 please. Goodbye, baby. I didn't. I have 3 lives, admittedly, so I'm still good. ToeJam, I don't know why he's stinky, man. Random mode unlocked. Random mode is now available in the main menu. Sweet. I'm trying to think if there's any other fun facts. So this game came out a couple years ago. They sort of crowdfunded it. I originally thought it was an Adult Swim game, but since Adult Swim games are like completely gone, they might have removed it. It also just may not have been tied to Adult Swim games at all. But it's basically just a return to form several decades later, you know? Look for a wizard? I will look for a wizard. There is a wizard in the game. I see a wise man. Look at that guy. Do you see that person? That little freak? He's about to start slinging, yeah, awful stuff at me. Oh, if I have my presents. Oh, thank God. This guy's cool. Dude, I'm gonna get you, Santa. Awesome. Cabbage is not healthy for me. I'm gonna die. So there's a lot of Earthlings that hate aliens, and then there's a couple Earthlings. Oh my God, you're joking! Please pop them both. Thank you. There's a lot of aliens that are really chill, or sorry, Earthlings that are really chill with aliens. So there's like this big lady. She has a name. Oh, hang on, let me get in the hyperfunk zone. Yeah, and that's the game. That's how this game works. There's no spaceship parts here, so I'm just looking for the elevator here. It's really good. This game, both this and Panic at Funkatron were multiplayer, 2-player. So I used to play a lot of this with my brother. We used to play a lot of Toe Jam and Earl Panic and Funkatron on the Sega Genesis.
Whoa, whoa.
Money.
And I picked this up a while ago just on the idea that I'd be playing it a bit, and I was like, you know what? No, I said a while ago. I picked this up recently. It's been on my wish list for a while. Because I was like, you know, this might be fun. This might be a cool game. And I played it last stream and it was cool. But the best way I could describe it is it's just an isometric adventure game. It was like $2 on the Steam endlessly replayable sale. And it does have an endless mode, so it is actually endlessly replayable. I just like it because it's funky, it's groovy, you know? It's got a good soundtrack. I think the art style is really goofy. Just a silly game in general. It's really chill too, which is nice. Well, I'm gonna get, if this is a dead end, I'm gonna get stuck at an Inquisition here. Okay. You left me alone. But yeah, I was talking to an empty chat yesterday. I was trying to think about what genre I would give this game. And I definitely think adventure game is the right term for it. Because you just you explore your little bits of your map here, move on to the next level, and you keep going. Try not to fall down. Yo, sup, Flarney? Make it play your own beat. It's got a lot of cool elements. It's got rhythm game elements. It's got, I don't even know how to describe the Hyperfunk Zone. There, I guess, is some very minor platforming. It has some RPG mechanics, because I obviously have XP. I spend money, I got health. God. I don't even know. I found the elevator. I don't need to do anything else. I'm not going to risk losing a life here. I don't know how high I gotta go, by the way. I only have like 2 or 3 ship parts. Okay, well there's another one. So if you look at the top up here, you can see I get a little marker, and that indicates that there's a ship part on the level. They're typically pretty easy to find, because the Earthlings are like showcasing them. I do not want to sign your petition. I do not want to sign your petition. There's also a ghost cow. I don't know how to deal with a ghost cow. And, like, you got a whole host of gadgets.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
Say cheese.
Oh, okay. And that's how the game goes. Sometimes you just get screwed because you're not using your gadgets properly. And you get absolutely bumped off the edge or something. I did see the, I don't need the Inquisition, man. I wish I had my high tops on.
Baby wants a hug.
Dude, baby wants a hug? Baby better leave me alone. What is that? Is that the ship part? That is the ship part. Okay, I'm gonna go to the ship part first. Yeah, yep. I did see that little elevator. I was gonna go mark it on the map first, but I think this is a better idea.
Oh, an alien.
Running to get the ship part here. Please don't take a picture. Please don't take a picture of me, please.
Your lady.
This isn't even normal confusion too. It just like rotates my my shit here. Do we have anything? Yeah, we do. Here it is. I believe this is the right wing thing. There are 10 parts total. Okay, I desperately need another life. I haven't found anybody that I can like buy a life from. Also, I'm really upset because I was on like 9.
Your lady. Your lady.
I had like 2 or 3 lives to start out. We were doing really, really good, and now we're just down. We're so down right now. But I guess this is what I get for not utilizing my presence as much as I should. Okay, that guy's gonna go. Oh, we gotta do the hyperfunk zone first. I see you, Boogeyman.
Hyperfunk Zone.
Ooh, I didn't know that those were good. Those are good. That's slow. Ah, shoot. Alright, that's fine. Hyperfunk Zone. I could have done better. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with the ghost cow, dude. Some of these earthlings don't do any damage. Like the picture taker. No, that didn't kill me. They do damage. Some of them don't. Like the drone guy, he's just gonna steal. Or no, I think he instantly makes me use one of my packages. Did you just say Chevy Chase? One of these elevators is good, one of these elevators is bad. Yeah. Give me this amp to present.
Whoa.
How? I need a secret pathway. Or do I just keep going down? Yeah, it looks like I keep going down.
Huh? Ho, ho, ho.
I think I'm able to sneak on Santa Claus. Yeah, it is. I knew it. 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 I knew you were gonna be a villain. sad that cabbage doesn't heal. Don't say that. You can't call me that, dude. Hopefully there'll be a part on this next floor. Nope. We are elevator maxing. Please don't be a dead end. Please don't be a dead end. Alright. I see game. You don't want me to win, that's fine. Wish I used that upstairs.
Huh? Ho, ho, ho.
Bye, Santa. Are you, like, not chill? Like, I know we're aliens, but I feel like you're not chill. Like, the baby, not chill. That's also not an Earthling. That's gotta be an alien, too. Alright, let's try this again. This is so easy. Toe Jam, we're on our last life. And we're at half health. This is not easy. This is hard now. It was literally so easy a while ago. Am I about to get boogie banned? Whoa! Dude. All right, we were so back. We didn't get completely fucked. Okay, I just gotta not. I got it. Toe Jam, I did not tell you to do that. Okay, this is far worse, and we're going down again. And we're going down again. Cool. Cool, that was that. We're never gonna use the mean rocket boots again. Dude, I need you to stop camping me, bro. No way, dude. You're faster than me, bro. I think the only complaint I have with this game is that the upgrades are randomized. So, like, I can't choose to boost Toe Jam's speed. Which is fine for this game being chill, but, like, I want to unlock endless mode, and in order to unlock endless mode, you have to get you have to beat the game, basically, which is get all the parts, and beat the game. I don't think I have to go anywhere. I think I just collect all the parts and we're good. The tutorial led me to believe that that's all I have to do, which is fine. There's just no definitive. Oh, I can talk to the wise man. This will be huge. I'm a dog now. Hell yeah. Give me life, give me life, give me life. Actually, speed. He's got plenty. Oh, thank goodness.
Your lady.
I'm a dog. Step back. I'm a dog. Biting the fart bubbles in the bath. It's like the devil from Cow and Chicken. Any Cow and Chicken enjoyers in chat right now? Might be population none. I'm not a hater, but I'm definitely not necessarily an enjoyer. I hope you're fine, dude. Yuck. Cow and Chicken hater. I'm guessing it's cow.
You are Tyrannosaurus. You are Tyrannosaurus.
Alright. Alright. It's like we never fell. I think I'm more of a Red and Stimpy man than I am a Cow and Chicken man. Right, I hate this spot. Awesome. The whole show away, take it out back like Red and Stimpy. Also Red and Stimpy hater, I see. What are your thoughts on Courage? Bro, I wish I knew what the big sneeze was. Okay, I did not. We love Courage? Okay, okay. I'm trying to find the line of gross shows to you know, good shows pipeline, because you've got a couple of gross out shows like Courage, but that's also scary. Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, which I'm a big fan of. Ed and Eddie, I think, has some gross out stuff. Flapjack, I think, was the last show that, like, has gross out stuff in it that I can think of. Okay, I'm trying to figure out how to get around this boogeyman, because he's just gonna push me. Maybe just being a man? Hey, I'm an earthling. Hey, I'm an earthling. Big fan of Ed and Eddie, Flapjack and Grimm. Okay, so it's Nickelodeon gross out shows that we are not fans of. I'm pretty sure they were both Nickelodeon. I literally just need an elevator on this place too. Flapjack also slaps. So we're on the same page here. Dude, if $31 is rich, me too. Anything? Yeah, there we go. Okay, I hate the mall cop, man. This guy sucks. Cause he like deliberately targets you. Brutal, we just looped all the way back around. I definitely think of the listed, I think Grimm might be my favorite. Courage the Cowardly Dog is a close second though. Yeah, there he is. I was wondering if he was gonna proc. this? I want to look at it, but I'm not going to because there's a naked man. The finale of Ed and Eddie's brutal. I haven't watched Ed and Eddie, so when I was a kid, I didn't get a chance to watch Ed and Eddie because my mom thought it was gross, I think. So I've probably seen maybe like 3 episodes total from when I was a kid. But that does not surprise me. It's one of those that I think I might put on and rewatch. Well, I guess for me it would be watched for the first time. I did watch a decent chunk of Grimm. My mom also didn't like Grimm, but my dad, he loved Grimm. So we got to watch Grimm. What? I can't believe that just happened. I can't believe that just happened. So his whole older brother, who spends the whole series trying to be like an apprentice, turns out to be a real abusive. Yeah, that makes sense. So the neighborhood kids rally around him, and it's implied that he gets to have actual friends as a result. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, huge F, massive F. I had a really, really good run, and then I booted it up for today, and it just got fucked. That sucks. I'm gonna let this run. I'm gonna go take a very quick piss, grab myself another beverage, and I'll be right back. I'd like to talk about Chowder out of Cartoon Network stuff, because I feel like I could talk about Chowder for hours. I could talk about Flapjack a little bit. I could talk about Teen Titans. Teen Titans is gas. But I'll be right back. Enjoy this groovy music. It might run through the intro cinematic again, so I'm gonna leave this up. Yeah, Chowder's so good. Chowder! Rada, 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 rada. Can we get a Schnitzel emote? I'll see if they have one for BTTV. Old Teen Titans was absolutely gold. I 100% agree. Honestly, this is gonna be a controversial take, but some Teen Titans Go episode. Well, okay, this I don't think is necessarily controversial, but it will be controversial for anybody who hasn't seen it. Some of the Teen Titans Go episodes are actually really good too. It's nothing like the original, and you also have to accept that it's not going to be anything like the original when you watch it. Also, you have to get around the weird fetish content for Teen Titans Go. There's some really weird stuff. But some of the episodes are really, really good. But some of the episodes are also meant for children. And if you compare it to old Teen Titans, you're not going to get anything, which sucks. But there are genuinely some funny bits. Like the Teen Titans Go movie, I think it was the movie. They have a whole bit where they have to go and like reset the timeline. So one of the things that they do is they literally force like all the Teen Titans have to force young Bruce Wayne to witness his parents' funeral, or not funeral, death. Like they have to turn him around and force him to watch his parents get shot. It's hilarious. It's really, really good comedy. But yeah, Chowder. I love Chowder. Chowder's great. Chowder is one of those that I think was on the sort of like precipice of oh, we do have Random World. Reach level 10 in Extreme World to unlock Endless. Beat Hard Mode. Beat Random Mode. Oh, cool. Okay, so we don't actually have to go and get that. Just to see the ending, we have to see it. Cool. Let's try Random Mode. Yeah, exactly. Like it's a really, really, really good bit, but oh my god, is it brutal. Double time with high tops and spring shoes. Extra damage with all tomatoes. I might be Letitia. Tomatoes are huge. Use all corn meters for free. Fixed present and change present. Double time with high tops and nice rocket skates. Gets a 2-for-1 sushi and root beer. Gives 5 times health. Starts with sushi and root beer. We might have to Earl Max. You can eat bad food. Organic power food and fudge sundae. Oh my god, we might Earl Max, chat. I'm either gonna try Lawanda or I'm gonna be Earl. Now I gotta unlock these people. I don't even know how to unlock them. I assume I gotta beat the game. And I might get all 3. Because this is definitely Earl's mom, Toe Jam's dad, and I cannot remember his name, but he's cool. Chowder is on the sort of cusp from like gross out humor that you would get out of some of the older Cartoon Network shows, while also being primarily about food, which is really cool. Chowder overall is just really, really good. Really, really good show. I don't know what Random Zone does. I don't know what this is going to do for me. So we'll find out. Elevators and levels? We don't have those on Funkatron. But it came at a very, very good time for me. I think it was probably in the midst of me also watching, because it was around the same time with Flapjack, definitely also around with Adventure Time, which Adventure Time did wonders for. Leave me alone, man. I don't like you, bro. Adventure Time did wonders for Cartoon Network. I don't know. We've got Cartoon Network's in a really weird state right now. So is Adult Swim, honestly. Despite the fact that I know Adult Swim has Smiling Friends, but they're also in a really, really kind of shaky position at the moment with like other indie shows as well. Because they're constantly canceling like Aqua Teen Hunger Force is gone and come back several times. Venture Bros, I know, has gone and come back a bunch of times. And I know both of those are currently canned, from my understanding. One or both of them are getting movies again or have already gotten them, but that's about it. And of course, you know, I guess they still have Rick and Morty, but I don't know too many people that are watching Rick and Morty beyond season 1 anymore. I'm surprised I think I went 4 seasons into Rick and Morty. But yeah, Chowder's awesome. Lots of really good episodes. Schnitzel's the GOAT. Shout out to John DiMaggio. He's got the same voice for literally everything. I guess except for Schnitzel. Schnitzel does not sound like Jake the dog. You stopped watching at the Justin thing? Yeah, that's understandable. I mean, it was nice to know that he didn't actually have a hand in the show since the first season, and he really just came in and recorded a bunch of lines drunk as hell. But yeah, both him and Dan Harmon have been kind of weird. But that has been just an industry known thing for a while, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, not a fan of Justin Roiland. I'm glad he's officially, I guess, done. I don't want to get hit by Grug right now.
Whoa.
We're not falling. It's okay. I do need to keep watching Venture Bros. I haven't really been spending the time watching stuff. If I watch things, it's normally YouTube videos late at night. Good news about the non-competes for the gaming industry? No, please enlighten me. Are we talking about tabletop RPGs, specifically that sector of gaming? Oh, here's the wizard. Brett, if you're still in chat, here's the wizard. Or is it video game non-competes? Or both.
Oh my gosh, I'm your biggest fan.
I don't even think you know who I am.
Sorry.
Okay. Sure thing, buddy.
Oh my gosh, I'm your biggest fan.
Oh, that's funny. Alright, chat. We got the cosplay dweebs. Let's see if we can roll it at 20. 12 or more. Oh, we got a 9. Ah, boo. In general, the FCC is outlawing non-compete agreements for the gaming industry. Yes. Non-competes are very rough. That's huge. That is huge. So hopefully we'll be able to be getting a lot more options for them as well. Because that is some huge news in light of like a very bad year for developers. Because too many of them have lost their jobs within the past like 6 months. You know, these layoffs have been super rough. It honestly furthers my opinion that like indie is really the only way to go, despite coming with its own challenges and risks.
Money.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. It's because the states hate unions. Yay. Get this broken present here. I think this, like, right now. Oh, she automatically fixed it. Nice.
Hey, cut it out.
Thanks for your cake. I don't even know if there are ship parts on random mode. Gave me no information whatsoever. I see some loot, but we're going up. We're going up. You might be getting a razor bonus soon. Mid-years are coming up, and you've been doing pretty well. You've been doing pretty well. Is underselling yourself. I think you've been doing fantastic. My God, I just got brutalized. Yeah, we're getting some healing. I hope you do get it, because that would be huge. That would be absolutely massive. I know this will be an update exclusively for you. Excuse me, please don't probe me. This guy, dude, man. He targeted me the whole time, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm coming through. Brutal, brutal.
Whoa.
Okay, there are still ship parts. Yeah, man, no, of course. Yeah, you absolutely deserve it. I would be upset if you don't get anything cooking. But yes, it was some lore. Technically it's not secret. I don't want to get your hopes up. It is stuff I have already talked about. But I know since you had said it's been a while since you've been here. I did finally get my first piece of gig work last Friday. Finally cooked that up, and it was very, very good. I'm getting bombarded right now. Got a ship piece is probably down. So we are officially in an employed era for me, which is very, very nice. Let me see if I can get this carrot guy to pump me up. Give me a promotion, baby. We're gonna do this. We got luck, we got search skill, we got life bar. Great. Ooh, let me get that. Yeah, absolutely. So it's a catering assistant. I literally just help the what's up, Gandhi? I'm just gonna keep walking with him for now. Okay, this is actually massive, Gandhi. Thanks, Gandhi. So it's a catering assistant. I literally I help prep food, I wash dishes, I do whatever. It's $300 a day. And I just kind of rock it, which is pretty cool. Do I have anything that I can get around this guy? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Let me slingshot this bastard. And so I will be hopefully contacted with some more within the next coming months. But I just pick up gigs whenever I'm available, which is very, very nice. No. Oh my gosh. That was stressful. And I'm just gonna be scooping up a lot of stuff. It's gonna be great. No, 300 a day is not bad, and it's typically from 9:30 to 9:30. My Friday I started it at 5:30 that time, but my friend who got me the position, she was like, yeah, it's not gonna be like that all the time. Which is pretty good. Obviously it's not stable, it's a 1099, so I'm not getting any insurance covered or anything, but you know, I'm doing something now, which is very important. And that was really the biggest thing for me. And it's chill. Like, I literally, like I said, like, I could have been washing dishes pretty much all day. You don't even... You're glib. You're glib.
Whoa!
I'm so glad you shared that video with me, Travis. Nice to see you. Are you doing some technical stuff? You just hanging for today? Up a level here. I've got a new, if I could get one of you, either one of you can do it. If you could slam an exclamation point YT for me, that would be fantastic. Because I got my hands on my controller. And we're doing really, really good in the hyper. I missed it. Never mind. You're just hanging, right on standby. Thank you. Yeah, there you go. Setting up YouTube stuff. Do you guys see that? Do you guys see that elevator in the void? That's crazy, dog. So that's the VOD channel and the YouTube channel. We got the VOD channel officially has videos now. It's got 5 VODs from February. Very minimally sorted. They're all dated. I don't have actual titles for them. So no. We're chilling. There's no hate. No hate here. We're here for the vibes. We're here for the vibes. I was just curious what was cooking. Let me do some move on here. Do you, Flame, do you know when you're gonna be kicking off that campaign? Oh, God, that just do too much damage. Or is that still, because I know you said kind of soon-ish. Is it mostly you're just waiting on characters, or is it like you're still waiting to figure out a time? Dude, your ass is not about to do this. You have a time-ish, first and third Sundays of each month. That's an interesting schedule, so bi-weekly. Right now you're just waiting on characters. Gotcha. Do I need a Hound Green? I got you. You're gonna come up with a new villain for the campaign. Any particular reason why that you're at least able to share? Did you just get like a new slot of characters? Oh, well, you said you're just waiting on them. Or did you get a sudden strike of inspiration and now you want to do something completely different? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Whoa!
Ha! You spoke too much about your villains and I didn't make a new one? Yeah, nah, I hear that. I hear that. If you need a non-spoiler outlet, my DMs are always open. I'm happy to at least listen.
Hey, you.
Did y'all have a session 0? Because I know she's newer to the hobby, so I don't know if it would be helpful for her to have some assistance in making her character. You did, okay. Saw the new minis in Tailspire. Doesn't seem, saw the minis. Tailspire doesn't seem to have them, so you gotta make, something new up, but you're cooking. Yeah, that's wise. That's definitely wise. Because we will be cooking. We have an insane session coming up. All yapping, no action. You know how it be. Excuse me. I'm glad you're cooking with something new though. That'll be pretty sick. Take me to the hyperfunk zone, baby.
Hyperfunk zone.
I pressed A. Okay, I didn't do it that time. We're fine. I will read your incredibly... I did it again. Okay. Debating on running campaign for randoms, possibly for pay, and even get enough fire in your gut and enough materials to feel confident in it. Hell yeah, I think that'd be cool. I know that there's a couple of services online. I follow some creators in the tabletop RPG space that utilize stuff like that. Even if it's just at your local game store, that might be a good shot to sort of get the practice in before you want to go for getting it to get paid. I think that's a wonderful option, especially considering, you know, there are a ton of people who want to play the game, but they don't have anybody wanting to run it. You know, I think that's a common conundrum because most people think, oh, running the game, that's a whole ordeal. We're not going to do that. And like, yeah, it's an ordeal, but it's fun. Unless you hate it. But that's a subject for another time. I definitely think you should give it a shot. I think starting at your local game store first might be the best way. So that way you can kind of dip your toe into it, get a feel for it, and then start cooking. But I'm sure you've probably already considered that. Evil elevator? Nope. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I've been considering doing some potentially tabletop RPG centric content, whether it's for stream or for my YouTube channel. I'm not sure yet. But it's definitely something I'd like to consider, just because I like it. I think it's a really fun hobby.
Money.
And I will probably only make one video shitting on D&D 5th edition. But I feel like that's just a dead horse, and I don't need to add on to that anymore. Plus, that pains me in a really weird box. I just really like... I mean, in-person D&D is the way to go, you know? And you got your coins, you got the screens, hopefully some terrain. Yeah, terrain's cool. I wanna do some terrain building. Yeah, exactly. Every system does have its ups and downs. You're gonna want different systems for different things too. I think in the only issue that I ever have is when, of course, what are we using? Our presents have been frozen. Great. Okay. I don't know what that does. Yeah, no, and I totally get that. I totally get that. Believe me. But it's nice. With the squishy down thingies, it's important for a spaceship. I think we made the objective that we needed to do, get past level 10 on random, which is good for endless mode, which is really the mode that I was looking for. Yeah, I mean, I've already talked extensively, and I'm not gonna talk your ear off on it. I think for me, I want to use it as an opportunity to play around with other stuff and see if I can find systems that I like and can pull from later. I've been wanting to run a fist game ever since I just picked up the copy of it, which I think will be really cool. Try out some rules light systems, I think. Dude.
You've been judged.
I cannot believe he just put me down. I've been inquisitioned. Try out a bunch of different kinds of like little systems that are, you know, in a 10-page PDF or whatever, right? The Fallout universe could be really fun. I 100% agree. I've tried running a Fallout game before. It was ass, and only ran for one session. But I want to try running it in GURPS. Because if you don't know, that is what Fallout had originally, that's what it was based off of.
Your lady.
Where was I going? What was I doing? Dude, I need this guy to leave me alone, bro. The Avatar The Last Airbender one, you're actually not a fan of. The combat system seems really roleplay heavy, which isn't good for actual combat. Agreed.
Money.
Agreed. It might be a bit rules light. Really old system, isn't it? Yes, GURPS is incredibly old. It stands for generic universal roleplay system. I could be wrong on the G. General. I think it's generic. Definitely the U is universal. But yes, it is an incredibly old system. I mean, and when I mean like Fallout, like I'm talking old Fallout 1 and 2 were based off of GURPS. I think it has since been dumbed down, since Bethesda took over.
Blah, blah, blah.
Is it, does the Airbender system adopt a more rules light sort of philosophy with their combat, where it's just like you roll and then narrate what happens based off of a fail or a success? Oh my god. He's camping the wise man! I need to talk to my carrot man. In your opinion, it simplifies. Is it always worse? Simplification isn't always worse. Yeah, it's not. I definitely think things can be too simplified. That's sort of my issue with 5e, is that I think there are some instances of the game being a little too simple. But I know like some rules light systems, it's like you're rolling and you roll like a number of d6s and they determine like whether or not you succeed or fail. I believe the Kids on Brooms rule set, which is supposed to sort of simulate Harry Potter-ish adventures, utilizes a fail and success system based off of a specific number. I believe like 8 and above is really, really good. Okay.
Money.
But I do agree, like simple can be better. Pathfinder 2nd edition. It's a lot simpler from Pathfinder 1st edition. I don't really think it's more complex than 5th edition, but combat isn't about knocking somebody out or whatnot. It's decentering them from their ideals, making them unstable to where they can't keep going, which, yeah, that makes sense. Avatar is very philosophical. So that does not surprise me that happens. Is it being hot? Can I use my... Okay. Awesome. I'm glad we just unidentified, I'm assuming, everything.
Your lady.
Very heavily dependent on narratives to get players to interact and stuff. You'll read it next time. It also does have a fail and success system. Yeah, so that's probably what it is then. It's adopted from the rules library stuff. Which, you know, it's good for some tables. Sometimes just being able to roll over something. I am somebody who does like the tactical nature of, like, 5e, for example. Arguably, I do like the way Pathfinder 2nd Edition handles its tactics better, but, you know. We'll continue with the 5e example for now. Because that obviously comes from wargaming, right? And having that sort of tactical nature and strategy is sort of the fun of it. It used to be why I hated combat, and then I played a wizard. And then I understood after that you can actually utilize combat as a narrative and plot tool. So it's not just you fighting a bajillion goblins for whatever reason, right? It took me a while to get there, obviously. I know, you know, I'm not gonna be one to lie and say I've always been like that. You've DM'd for me before, you know. But I'm glad I've since changed both that opinion and my opinion on one-shots.
Hyperfunk Zone.
But yeah, I would absolutely love to get that Avatar rule set a gander. I definitely want to see what sort of tools it's adopting for and stuff. Nice, I dodged it. I actually remembered this time. Oh, I didn't want to miss that. Shoot. It's a good sign on the DM skill, as combat shouldn't just be beat them until they stop moving. There should always be a reason why you're really trying to pour more focus into making combat more dynamic. Yeah, and I think that's one of the things that I'm straight up just dead here. One of the things that I think is difficult about combat is it does, if you're looking at it just separate. I don't want anything to do with you, baby. Oh, they just bump. No death from the baby. Blah, blah, blah. I do not want to sign your petition. I do not want to sign your petition. Okay.
Wake up. Wake up.
I can't believe you just stole all my money. One of the things about combat is, like, I feel like you can separate the two. Very, very easily, and blending, like, the narrative stuff that you're doing and combat can be very, very difficult. But it just takes some practice for both players and the GM, right? Because one of my favorites is running through, like, long-standing dungeons. And then that dungeon just has direct results. Oh man. On, like, your character's psyche, you know. If you've been spending a lot of time in a dungeon, and then you hit the 9 shadows that come out and they're eager to inflict pain and suffering, well, you know, that could do a number on your party. Excuse me, cow. I'm trying to think if there's any other systems. One of the things that I've been trying to do is, of course, oh, these aren't rocket boots. Oh, nice. Rank up here. And a life? Oh my god. That's so massive. Thanks, Drone Man. One of the systems that I'm, or not systems, but one of the things I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find a good enough system that will allow me to run a sort of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure type of campaign. I'm trying to make it so that way I can run it in a similar style of like part 4, where it feels kind of slice of lifey, and then something happens and it's like, oh, okay, now we gotta go deal with the big bad, right? But finding a system to help simulate that is difficult. But I'm looking. There's one system, I was about to quote Icons, but that's a superhero system, I'm pretty sure. And there's a system that was inspired by like Persona, I think. That sort of has the same, well, they also cite JoJo, that has a similar sort of, this guy's gonna keep bullying me, man. Nice. Yeah, get out of here. It's a system that sort of is inspired by Persona and having stands and stuff. Oh, I helped you. Good. And your little drone does die. Sweet. And that's sort of what I'm looking into. Like I said, I also wanted to run a fist game, which is all about being like a mercenary. And then there's another game where you're like tiny little woodland people. I think it's based off of a board game. It's called, I think, Root. I think it's kind of a similar concept as Mouse Guard, but you get to be like, oh, no. I forgot the shit part. I can't believe I did that. Goodbye, fat baby.
Whoa. Your lady. Oh!
Wait, did I just go down a couple floors? Right now. Where is the ship? I guess it's gonna be down here. Hello, shark. Nice. Massive. We're up on the lives, chat. I keep looking at the time and being like, wow. And then I remembered I was yapping for like 2 hours. I know, I figured you were. You're all good. You are all good, my friend. I assumed you still were here. You're one of my chatters that normally says bye to me when you leave. So, on sort of the subject of the Avatar game having a sort of, I guess, finicky combat system. Yeah, get down. In your case, the game that I've talked about, Fist, it's a mercenary sim, and I think it does have a similar sense of that. Oh, ice cream truck's bad. I see. Okay. Awesome. I already lost my new life, and I wasted that food. It is, from my understanding, I did watch a video on it. It's a little about like OSR, but it also has some light rules. It's very interesting. But it's mostly a failure and success system based entirely off of D6s. And it's very, very deadly. The premise is you're a group of mercenaries working under Fist, and you have to do a certain tactical operation or die trying. And one of the cool things about it, though, is that it has you, like, you might die in your first session. So it has a rule set for you to be able to immediately roll up a new character and jump in. I'm getting possessed by a cow.
No.
Thanks. Thanks, cow. Yeah, I'm not going to do that again. And I'm interested to see how it runs. I know I got some people really into some tactical stuff, and I'd love to give that a go. But unfortunately, I'm in 3 games at the moment, so I gotta kiss my hopes of running stuff goodbye.
Say cheese.
What? Just what? Okay, that was like a whole... I don't know what just happened there, I'm gonna be honest. But hopefully I'll be able to run something soon. That's sort of been the one goal, is I gotta run something. Oh, that's a football player. I haven't seen a football player ever, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, very eager to start running some stuff. Lots of things I want to try out, which is very exciting. And hopefully I'll be able to do that at some point. I want to push you into the water here. Oh, no, I can't do that.
Your lady. Whoa.
Yeah. They're starting to hit really, really hard. Nice. Got the elevator already. Please be the good. It is the good one. Yeah, I agree. I think a seasonal run would be a very good way to do it. I also think that's ultimately just easier, but also it gives you kind of an idea of like being able to run in the same world space, but you know, different people can run a game or whatever. You can obviously be running for different people too. I'm definitely with it. Because I love long-form campaigns. I think they're very, very cool. It's something that, you know, is obviously very rare, and I hope that every player can experience it at least once. But it's also a very difficult thing, because, you know, you're putting aside, normally, right, a time every week, to get done whatever you need to get done until you get it done, or you run into scheduling issues, right? I did not want to eat that, but that's fine.
Whoa.
I don't need your ice cream. I don't need your ice cream. I don't need your ice cream.
Ho, ho, ho.
Cool. Love that for me. Scheduling really is the real BBG. And it also sucks when I spread myself too thin. Being in two big boy campaigns is like it's all great and swell, but it also means it's like, okay, well, those are days that, like, I have to block out indefinitely, right? Because there's no definitive end until you get scheduling, you get a TPK or something like that, and then you all just have to agree on the ending, right? So unless that happens, you're probably in a position where it's like, actually, that's really lucky for me, the cow. So it's kind of in a position where it's like I'm a little stuck, you know. I can't. I don't feel like I'm able to join another game. I don't even know why I'm doing a 2-game. Oh, okay, he died. 2-game Saturday type beat. Okay, there's gotta be a hidden path here.
Whoa!
There it is.
Money!
The, I guess, sort of nice notion for me is that one of my games is coming to a close. That's not like right this minute or anything. It's going to be within another 1.5 years minimum. But that's sort of my estimate, right? I have 2 Saturday games now. Yep, I have 2 Saturday games now. I'm in a morning Call of Cthulhu game. And I'm in Albert Waltz in the evening. Go ahead and hit this next floor here, chat. Yeah, yeesh indeed. But it's fun. It's a first-time DM game, which is kind of cool. Call of Cthulhu is fun. It's definitely in my top 5 list of games I like to play, which is really nice. All right, I'm gonna sit in this elevator really quick, chat. I'm gonna go pee-pee. I guess everybody's stinky. But I'll be back to yap about games. I think one of the things of my like years of GM experience, even as sort of loosey-goosey as my sort of schedule is for that, one of my favorite things to do is run games where I have a like session limit, you know? I like running shorties. Primarily because I don't know if I could commit to writing a whole campaign long thing. But it also helps with scheduling issues. Gotta lock it in chat, give me a second. It'll be entertaining after I hyperfunk. I missed it, okay. Classic. Yeah, a lot of my stuff is, I've always written my things as like, I don't know if I would necessarily classify them as like an episodic kind of piece or whatever. But a lot of my games are short. I usually try and keep them within 12 or 15 sessions. And that's primarily because I know a lot of people are busy, and we sort of get rolled over and such, which it happens, you know. We accept those. I'm a dude. But I think the primary reason for me doing Jesus, and there's a shit part on here. The primary reason for me doing as I do is because it allows me to sort of contain a number of story beats, right? 7 chat. We're almost there. Oh my god. What is this? A torch? Dude. Okay. That was a troll. Oh, there's too many people here. Ghost lawnmower? Is he just faster? No, that's the way it came from. I don't have enough. No! You're joking. Oh my god, that's such a joke. I didn't... Okay. Alright, fine. I don't even know what took all my lives, man. We were so close to beating the game, bro. That's bullshit. That's some cheeks, brother. Did I at least unlock? I didn't even unlock. What did I need for extreme? What was it? Reach level 10 in extreme worlds. So I need the hard mode. I had to beat random mode, which I almost did. Oh, that's frustrating. Alright. I'll run up a little bit of something or another. For the last kind of hour of stream. Something that's yap-tastic. Maybe just Path of Acra. you feeling rogue-ish? Yeah, there we go. I'm feeling roguish. Alright, we'll go ahead and boot this game up. I just installed this game called Transformice. Did I install it? Let me check. I think I did. I saw some friends of mine playing it, and I'm kind of interested. It is a platformer, which is an L on my part, but it's supposed to be like an MMO type thing with a bunch of mice. So it might be interesting. I might be able to make up for the fact that I'm like bad at video games, you know what I mean? Let's see. What was I rambling about? What was the last thing I was rambling about? I was trying to do a dex build with this guy. Let's just do random. But if I select something I've already beat the game with, I'm going to adjust it. Assassin, no legs, and to call, which I think is plague and death. Cool. Praise grant healing, increase maximum life and death, poison. So we'll do death and poison then. So it increases max life and deals death and poison damage to myself. Okay, so we're literally building for poison and death here. Sweet. Very dexterous. It'll probably change soon, but we'll see. I don't know. I like running shorter games because I get that nice contained little thing. I'm definitely inspired by Dropout's Dimension 20. Those games are usually 17 sessions to 20 sessions, depending on the game and the season. Sometimes it's only 5, right? Which is kind of incredible. Okay, let's find the thing that prevents death damage. Okay, well, sorry, it's prevent doom. I'll still take death damage. Do I have something with poison, or is it like I don't take corrosion? Deal death damage to the target. Which one of these heals? On enemy death, heal yourself. Yes. And then we'll go with necrokinesis. New hatred unlocks seasoning tofu. I love tofu. Big tofu man over here. So is it okay. I'm about to give you a supreme line of questioning, so do not run away from me real quick. What is the firmness of your tofu, and are you marinating it, or are you just dusting it with seasoning? Firmness is probably the most important question I've got. They're playing b-ball outside. Because I'm a tofu consumer. I love tofu so much. I kind of just want to know what you're cooking. If chest armor is empty, I get minus 50% block, minus 50% armor, minus 50% to hit, but I get On enemy death, if chest empties armor, perform all standstill actions, and I deal astral damage. Extra firm, marinated, but it wants to stick to the bowl and not cover evenly. Yeah. It's your first attempt at seasoning. Turn it into paste. You turn the tofu into paste. That's rough. That's rough. It should hold on to its shape, but then again, my experience with cooking with tofu is a lot less. So you've definitely got more cooking than I do. I'm a experienced tofu eater, not an experienced tofu cooker. So I would not be surprised if it, does sort of dissolve. I don't know if you have to like cut it with water or anything. What's in your marinade? Almost picked up the controller. Tofu's fine. It's the seasoning and the turned into paste. Gotcha. So what is it that you're using for it? At least the first time. Death damage, poison. Yeah, that's probably the way to go. I want to do an astral build at some point, but I'll probably do that off stream. Welcome to Char Nation. Paprika, onion powder, garlic powder, salt, pepper, and soy sauce. It's probably the amount of liquid that you're using. You might just need more. You might have to like cut it with water or some juice. Because I know soy sauce can be kind of salty if you're not using whatchamacallit. King, welcome. Here, check that out. Because it sounds like if you're using mostly paprika, onion powder, garlic powder, salt, and pepper, a lot of that is gonna sort of thicken up with the rest of your liquid. If you don't have enough stuff to dissolve it, that's that. I do a little bit of home cooking. What can I say? I don't want to do the... I, of course, am just guessing as to why you may be experiencing those issues. Maybe dip into necromancy? Maybe dip into necromancy. I could honestly dip into like astral or something. What else do we got here? Ice. I think I have some ice going on right now. Do some ice. Yeah, of course. Thank you so much for hanging, my friend. I'm sure you and I will talk soon, and hopefully I'll be able to cook some gaming up that you'll be able to join in on, my friend. Always happy to have you visited me. I'll see you the next time you join in, my friend. We'll talk later. King, go click those links. Go subscribe. Go subscribe. Ice, maybe? Poison, death, and ice? Pierce and blunt. I'm not really doing blunt. Astral damage. You're on it, Snake? Hell yeah. No videos on the normal YouTube channel. The VOD channel has 5 VODs up right now. And it will have... It's going to be a while before we get more. It'll have at least one more probably tonight. No, it's still processing. Never mind. We'll have 5 more tomorrow, most likely. sweet. I got sent into a streamer that I'd already be watching. And then we close out of that. Oh, wow. I don't know if anybody is familiar with what's happening on Twitch, but Kai Cenat, king of Twitch for the past, I think, 2 years now, has officially beat Elden Ring. Took him 167 hours. 1,701 deaths. That's pretty cool. Yeah, congratulations, Kai Cenat. Congratulations. Thank you so much for subscribing. Very much appreciate that. Hell yeah. I will not. You would have similar stats for sure. Understandable. Me too, probably. And I'm not gonna confirm or deny. I would rather not dox anybody. I've only got express permission for a couple of people where I use their regular names. I think we'll wait. But have you been slamming Hunt a lot lately? Yeah, this is a dox-free zone. My name is fine though. You're free to call me Jack. That's cool. I will just primarily be using usernames for most of y'all while you're in my chat. Unless there's a couple of exceptions, because again, I've already got like express permission, so we're Gucci. Just in the air of being careful. Twitch can be scary. Let's try the green tower with this build. We might die immediately. I know you've been playing Hunt a decent chunk. I know that's not the main thing. I know it's mostly been Metro for you. But I know you're kind of my sort of go-to expert on extraction shooters. So do you have like a preference? Yeah, we were both speed. Do you have a preference? I know you like yeah, it is scary. It's a fun website. I love this hobby, but it can be a little frightening. Hunt, unless you're talking about Hunt, and in which case that's cool that Hunt is scary. Because I know you played a decent chunk of extraction shooters. Do you have a particular favorite? Is it still Tarkov? I'm under the assumption it's Tarkov. It might not be. So feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. Hunt is real fun, but it's tough by yourself. It's only a 3-person game, right? Three people in the lobby? And it strikes me as a difficult game since I know it does have a primary PvE element of hunting, right? Your favorite is Tarkov still, but you want a better one? Yeah. Especially after the last thing with those devs, I can imagine. Unfortunately, it's not going to come out of Marathon with Bungie. I think Bungie's working on the Marathon. 3 homies? Cool. 3 is a really interesting number. I kind of like games that have a 3 player sort of cap. Oh, it's per enemy. I know 4 is probably my ultimate preference. Max, I think 6 for co-op games. Unless we're trying to do like a big lobby of something, right? could do ice. I might also dabble in ice. I think I'm gonna dabble in ice. One damage range is the skill level. Okay. Frost Pulse does make me more encumbered though. Hunt is better than Tarkov in that you can hop in and have an equally fun raid time unless you get clapped. In Tarkov, it takes a lot of time to prepare into a raid. You need to literally do homework to know any of what you're doing. Yeah, no, and that makes sense. Tarkov always felt like a more realistic experience for an extraction shooter, while Hunt feels not necessarily arcadey, because I think that's utilized a lot more, but definitely more casual, right? I feel like it would definitely appeal to a more casual audience. Okay, we could do some more standstill stuff with cryomancy. We'll do ice. We'll do ice. Am I getting bones? What am I getting the cadavers from? I don't know. Where are my Arma folks at? Is Arma an extraction shooter? I thought it was just a milsim. I have no healing. I'm probably gonna die. We're so back. Yikes. How could you do this? You die? I kill myself? Yeah, that works. You just tap back in. No, you're good. We're chilling. I'm not here to. I was just asking a question. Is it? I don't remember it being an extraction shooter. That's what we're talking about right now. Anyone could get in a hunt like a normal shooter. You always get randomized kits. Everyone does, but you can unlock stuff and build simple loadouts if you want instead. Just a gun and your utility items. There's an escape from Altis mode in Arma. So there is an escape. Okay, an escape mode in Mana. I know Arma can be modded. I know that's where DayZ came from. I just wasn't sure if it had extraction bits, and that's why you were bringing it up, or if you were just hitting me with some random stuff. I really want to do an astral build. What is this? Divine Grass? Increases my healing? Oh, we might do an entangle build here. Cuts through enemies with a whirling dance. Let's try that. And then the Albaz. Nigh Immortal, you just heal yourself. Perfect. Third cycle of hope. The devs made a supported escape mode where you have to try and get off an island. Is it fun? Of the extraction shooters, like, Tarkov really doesn't appeal to me because I feel like it's too tactical. I have considered picking up Hunt. So I might, when you're playing it, King, I might watch it with you. Or with y'all. Have one of y'all stream it for me to see if it's a game I like. Or would like. I want to do Entangle Astral. What else could I do? I think it's Blood is the other synergy here. You've yet to try the escape mode, but you think with 4 people would be cool. I've wanted to run like one of those Arma operations where somebody's the game master. That's always been a really appealing thing about Arma to me. But I feel like the game master portion of it is a little finicky. Build astral. What kind of life and poison makes a lot of sense. So I can summon serpents. Just pure life is a Briar Mage. It makes summons. I might just do pure life. Your summoned allies are replaced with mushrooms. You deal psychic damage. We could do mushroom axing. Be like a fungus man. That might be fun. Blood Drinker gives bonus healing. Fire and Life, you summon 10 roots. On Prayer, you summon 3 roots. So it feels like life mostly is going to be either healing build or summon build. Sam Knight. On being attacked, perform an extra attack against heal yourself for strength build. I think I'm Dexy, am I not? Kind of. I would only get into Tarkov if you want to roleplay as a mercenary team, to be honest. We should run an Arma scenario. Someone would have to host a server port forward style. I'll show you the gameplay whenever. Hell yeah, I appreciate that. On the subject of Tarkov, yeah, it's just the only thing I'd probably want to do is just play as a scav. But even then, I don't know. Tarkov just doesn't. I feel like I would get pissed off a little too much at Tarkov. Cause like I'd have big loot, I'd die, and I'd just be like, man, fuck this shit. Like I know it's part of the game, but like losing some really, really good loot off of a kill that I either would probably swear would be hacked or something like that, I would probably just be really upset by it. So it's just primarily me saving myself from stress. An Arma scenario would be cool. I think I've tried to run it before and not have to have them like run a dedicated server. So I might try that again if there's some interest. I'm gonna do a little bit more research in it though. And hell yeah. I definitely want to do it when you're playing Hunt though. Not just by yourself. Not that I don't appreciate the offer of watching Hunt whenever in general. But I think you playing with some people, since you're saying with 3 people, Hunt is better, and it's kind of hard on one person. Because I primarily, I don't think I'd play it single player. I think I'd mostly be doing it multiplayer anyway. I don't know. I've got a hankering. I've been talking about it for months, as I'm sure anybody who's been watching me frequently is aware. I've got a hankering for a shooter, and like I don't want to go back to Overwatch. I don't really want to go back to Siege. I got a hero shooter, and I'm trying to figure out if what I'm desiring is movement or if I'm desiring like guns, because like I could just boot up like Insurgency whenever, right, if I'm looking for something with decent gunplay, although I'm really bad at Insurgency now. I don't know if it was just Sandstorm changed the meta entirely, or if I just got really, really bad, or if I'm rusty. But I don't know if I want it, if like I'm craving a hero shooter with abilities and like that sort of team dynamic that it gives. You know exactly what I'm referring to with Overwatch. Or if I'm looking for just something that's casual movement shooty, and then in that case it's like, okay, well, I could go play Titanfall 2, but Titanfall 2 is riddled with bots. I guess there is Apex, but Apex doesn't have giant mechs, you know what I mean? But I don't know. I'll figure it out. If I find something cool. I mean, I've been playing a lot of like single player shooters, which have sort of been scratching that itch, but I want to do that, but multiplayer, you know what I mean? Insurgency 2 can be really hard, but you picked up a few tips recently for multiplayer. I know what you mean for the team dynamics, and yeah, it's Apex is in Titanfall. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Because there was just something so satisfying about like coming together as a team and overcoming the enemy team when we would play Overwatch. Not that I didn't think any of us, after we stopped with some of our problem players, I don't think any of us took it too seriously to where it was ever a problem, or obviously not seriously enough. We had a decent level of like casual but serious enough to make sure it's like, oh yeah, we want to win a game, you know what I mean? Or if we were just feeling wacky, we'd go wacky and we'd play whatever that game mode was where you could all be like Soldier 76 or all Tracer or whatever. how quick play should have remained. Yeah, I don't know what else I want to build. I could probably literally do anything. And it'd be fine. This game is really cool like that. Let's go mushroom. Let's go psychic. Let's go psychic. It's all about standing still and summoning entities. I feel like, which is not really my build with this character immediately, but that'll be fine. It'll change pretty quick. Yeah. It's fun to try and win and beat the numbers game, but Overwatch lets you play whatever. I think if you don't take competitive too seriously, it's more fun than quick play. I agree. Competitive is the way to play the game. And because nobody cares about Overwatch anymore, your rank doesn't really matter, which is huge. That's good. That's good. I just can't play Overwatch on principle. I hate Activision Blizzard. I hate what they did to Overwatch. And like genuinely, if Overwatch 1 was still a thing, I'd probably play it because I don't have to give any more money to them. I know I don't have to give any more money in Overwatch 2 because the game was free, but that's not the point. You've had the same issue of just trying to find a nice team game niche. Exactly. Like that's what I'm trying to claw at, you know. I want a game that I can play as a team. Yeah, devs are in the game for sure. It's not even just the devs are in the game. It's some of it is a little bit corporate too. Like just big Blizzard and not just what the devs wanted. Yeah, I would also play Overwatch 1. I missed the 6v6. And that's why like I tried and I wanted to do Paladin. And for the record, like if you guys have uninstalled Paladins, that's chill. I have not uninstalled Paladins. I probably still will play it. But it kind of scratched the niche that Overwatch had, but it also didn't in the same sort of frame. Because like I couldn't change the character I was playing. You know what game did scratch the itch for me, but died, and we all knew it was gonna die? Gundam Evolution. Gundam Evolution was Gundam Overwatch, and that was great. Because it was literally just Overwatch, but you got to be a Gundam. Yeah, Paladins is fun. I definitely did not hate rebooting up Paladins and playing through it. The thing that I did not like was it not being able to change my character mid-match. And I think that's my, yeah. And the number of heroes is also rough. Like, they have like 100 dudes like it's a fucking League of Legends game. You know what I mean? And the fact that you can't change your character is insane. Yeah, Gundam, yeah, that game ruled. But yeah, I don't know, because like I think the only game that has helped me with the team based mechanics is Hell Let Loose is the closest, and even then, like the team stuff isn't really like that important on winning a match. We can play some games where like we're just kind of shitting and we'll still win. You know what I mean? gonna skip this tower. I don't think we're good enough. Yeah, Hella Loose absolutely can be a game played by yourself. The game literally can get carried by 5 dudes. You'd love to try Squad. I do want to try Squad, and I can already tell you about Ready or Not. Have you played SWAT 4? No. SWAT 4, so Ready or Not is basically the spiritual successor to SWAT 4, and SWAT 4 is better. Ready or Not suffers from the devs wanting the game to focus on tight gunplay, which completely ignores the fact that the game is about being a police officer where you're not supposed to kill people. Like, you actively get points deducted from yourself if you shoot somebody without them shooting you first. But having really tight and crispy gunplay incentivizes the player to kill them. Yeah. And it also has AI that is tuned to be hyper aggressive no matter what you're doing. So it heavily incentivizes killing people as cops. And that is my thoughts. Otherwise, the game's fun. It's very, very good. Nice. I didn't realize that shit was showing. I am really a really big fan of that particular style of game, though. It's just complicated. Ready or Not specifically. And it is sad. Yeah, it sucks because, like, I want a game like SWAT 4 that's updated with nice graphics, cooler maps, all kinds of stuff like that. Yup. 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 Exactly. Yeah, I've got some opinions on the game from a political standpoint, but we can put those aside for another time, because I'm not a politics streamer. But I do find the game fun. Honestly, Lego, you probably would like it. But I can just tell you right now, it's like it will never be the game that it's trying to be with the current mindset that the devs have. SWAT 4 is just that good. Like, I will, in Ready or Not, I will actively choose to use non-lethal weaponry, and that's normally an active hindrance for me. I become active team detriment when we play. Because I do that. Because it's bad. Poison's pretty good. Where can people get SWAT 4? I think it's on Steam. It might be GOG if it's not on Steam. Yeah, it's not on Steam. Let me see. It should be GOG. Yeah. I'll send you both a link. And I'm sure if you're resourceful enough, you could also just find it. Pull chat back up. Yeah, and yeah, it's you're right. It's also not simulating a beat cop. SWAT 4 is incredible though. The AI in that game is fantastic. I have endless fun playing that game. When we were playing, me and the boys were playing it for like a month. It also has workshop stuff, not through Steam obviously, but it has. Yes, it is. It has a lot of really cool custom-made maps and things like that for the game. Most of them are bad because they're not good matchmakers or map makers. Most of them. But I just realized this whole time you guys have been sitting and just listening to me yap without the game audio. I'm so sorry. There you go. Boom, 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 boom. Sorry, I got distracted, chap. Good, I didn't actually miss anything. How we doing, chat? Y'all vibing? I think I want to try Forms later. You don't know what to play? Well, in a couple hours, I know exactly what you're going to be playing. Do you have a specific mood that you've been in lately? This is what I need. You're lost for a mood? That's the problem? I'm trying to think. So, what do you like to play? I don't think we've ever talked about this. Single player games, what do you like to play? I know you play Elden Ring. Do you have anything other than Souls likes? I don't think you're playing an RTS on your own. Interesting. If you're going to your roots, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Okay, sort your Steam library by RPGs and let me know what you have. like Guild Wars 2 World of Tanks. World of Tanks is free. You could boot that up. I don't think I have any vehicle sims in mind. It's not really a sim though, I guess. It's like a shooter, but you're a tank. Give me like 5 in case you have a bunch of RPGs. But I don't feel like you have a bunch of RPGs. Primarily something you haven't played before too. Blunt. The last psychic ability I'll get is probably Mirror Image. Atomic Heart. All the Bioshock. Okay. Well, when I said RPGs, this is not what I meant. For a lot of these. I was more so saying something in line with Star Wars Knights of the Republic. I think Dragon Age 2 and Inquisition are probably the closest you're gonna get to it. Code Vein I've never heard of, so Code Vein may actually be a vibe. Yeah. No, it is. I'm not blaming you, but I'm blaming Steam. Steam calls them RPGs, so for full disclosure, it's not on you. And by definition of role-playing game, they are still role-playing, but I was more focusing on, I guess, I should have specified by CRPG, which Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic is closer to a CRPG. I was basically going to recommend to you, I was hoping that you maybe had, like, Neverwinter, Somewhere Tucked Away, or Baldur's Gate, any of those. Planescape Torment is less of an RPG, it's more of a visual novel. Code Vein, made by Bandai Namco, that was not helpful at all. I was going to do a Google regardless, but I appreciate you letting me know who made it. Is it an anime game? Anime game. I feel like I've heard about this actually now that I'm looking at this picture. Is this... I feel like this game's gonna play like a Souls-like. It's a Souls-like. Okay, so if you're looking for a Souls-like, literal Souls-like, if you're feeling like that, that might be good. Again, like I said, I was trying to bring you back to your roots with the CRPG. You could do that if you're looking for something to do right this minute. You could also hit up, I do agree though, like you could hit up Atomic Heart. Just do some crazy shooting. You've beaten it 5 times, gotten all the endings. Of Code Vein? Oh, well, never mind then. Like I said, preferably something you hadn't played. Unless you like replaying games. I don't know. I'm not really one who replays games too much. There are certain games that I think are worth replaying. Crow, man. One of these days I will build for the Crow. Five times? That's typically what you have to do with those games to get all the endings. If you don't want to just Google them on YouTube, right? Because Elden Ring has like, what, 7 or some shit? Not including whatever the DLC is going to add to it. So I can at least think of like 2 endings for Elden Ring. And one of them has to do with the Dung Eater. Eating doo-doo feces. Doo-doo eater. Dookie eater. I don't know what the inflexibility is going to do to me. It'll divide my speed and willpower. Okay. Oh, right, enemies. Let's deal with them first. I replay RPGs when I feel like I've sufficiently lost the plot, and so to speak. I feel like RPGs are more easily replayable, especially with something like Fallout New Vegas, for example. I know I see you boot that game up often. I feel like Fallout New Vegas is an example of a game that is very very replayable, because you can literally make a completely different character on the second try that changes all of the options that you have in the game, right? Like, I could be playing a really high luck, pretty high charisma character, run through the whole game, I'm super duper lucky, and then I could come in and my intelligence is 1, and so all I know how to do is make fart noises at everybody, you know? There are some games that I think, like, for example, Hotline Miami, if I'm not looking at it as a story game, it's just so arcadey. That's a game I can just boot up and run through, you know? There are some, though, some RPGs I won't run up. Exactly, yeah. It's insane. It's insane game design for both Fallout New Vegas and that. Good luck, buddy. Of the recent games, man, you haven't played Dragon Age Origins, so you could try the first Dragon Age. It's crusty as hell, but it might give you a similar vibe. Of what we have modern, man, pick up Baldur's Gate 3. It is, as somebody who's officially finished that game, it is everything, like, it deserves all the praise it's gotten. It is to this day the best time I've had playing 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons. This is going to be a really, really strange pivot, because I know we're talking about RPGs. But do I have any GOG heads in chat? Yes, you can be hella evil. They literally have a whole origin character about being evil. It's called the Dark Urge, and you're evil. You're corrupted, and you have this urge to kill people. Yeah. It's cool. I did some insane shit in my run. Yeah, you can literally pick to start out evil. Like, so if we're looking at, technically you can do a Dark Urge run where you're trying your best to, like, not bite into it, right? But most people, I'm assuming, when they run Dark Urge, I'm pretty sure they just like go kill mode and they go buy into what the Dark Urge is selling them. You could definitely do an evil to good redemption arc for sure. For sure. It's a crazy game. It's a crazy game. If money's tight, pick it up on sale, but if you can, pick it up. If you want a game that will probably go on sale for a lot more, it's made by the same people. You could go with Divinity, Original Sin, 1 and 2. Larian made those games. You did Evil to Good in Knights of the Republic. Well, that also to me feels like the most satisfying way to play that game, because the game, the whole time you're playing the first one, it keeps telling you, oh, you're evil, right? You are him. You're evil. And then like the game's like, well, okay, well, no, you're not. You get to choose to not be. Very good game. I haven't played the second one. I don't know if you're still fucking, what's his name? Revan? And I haven't played 3, or is there only 2? I thought there was a third one also. I might be on crack. I know they're making a remake of the first game. Five. Okay. Psychic. Pierce. Nothing with psychic. Poison. I will be standing still a lot soon. Knights of the Old Republic 2 is philosophically insane. That's funny. That's one I'm probably going to play on stream. Otherwise, I would absolutely love to get into a conversation with you about that. But I'm considering playing Knights of the Old Republic at the moment. If that changes, I'll let you know, because I'd love to talk about it, because that sounds awesome. More traditionally a Jedi story. A break in the moment so you can do insane shit regardless. That's cool. That's really cool. But yeah, I have 2. I would like to go and play through 1 first, because I got really close to beating 1. So I had 1. I had it from my cousins. They finished it, whatever I asked them. I don't know. I can't remember if I borrowed it from them or if I bought it from them. But I had the game like on physical, and I got really deep into the game. I had to have gotten like, I don't know, 40 hours or some shit, 60 hours or some shit. I don't know how long the game actually is, but I did a decent chunk of the game, and then I like never beat it, which sucks. Play them in reverse order? Interesting. That's cool. I feel like playing them in reverse order is always an interesting experience for, you know, depending on the game. Because sometimes, like, you really do pick up a sequel game, and then that's what gets you into the series. Because I know for Brett, when he was playing Yakuza, I'm pretty sure his first game was 4? I'm gonna put a question mark on that. I should know this, but I will put a question mark on it. Knights of the Republic 2 was easier to mod, as you do it from the Steam Workshop page. Oh, nice. I'm glad it's easier to mod, because mods are great. You love the twist in Knights of the Republic 1. As a child, even now, it's a great... No, I agree. One's fantastic. One has a very strong story. The game plays fine, but it facilitates everything in it. I definitely think it's one of those games that you kind of got to treat as basically a turn-based game. Which, again, of the experiences I could possibly give you, Lego, that relates... I gotta go with Dragon Age, man. I genuinely think Dragon Age Origin is going to be the closest that I can get you to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic without being a Star Wars game. Because it is fantasy. But I love Dragon Age Origins. I played a little bit of Inquisition. It's fine. Origins, I will say though, if you play it on PC, it's crusty. Yeah, and that's what I meant about Knights of the Republic. Like, I spent most of my combat paused. I just, you just could play it in real time if you wanted to. What do I want here? Cool. But that's why I think you'll like Origins. Origins is similar. You wouldn't mind a game made just like some of those older games were. That's why you gotta go indie, sadly. AAA is never gonna give us anything like that anymore. So you gotta look for it where you can in an indie game. Larian, I think, is one of the few exceptions. The graphical style, I feel, can be timeless when done right. Lots of indie games prove it. Exactly. Again, I know since you're a fan of the classic Fallout, keep an eye out on New Blood. New Blood Interactive. They do a lot of boomer shooters, but they're working on a Fallout 1 and 2 style game. They got a team working on that. They got a guy working on that. It might be one man. So just keep an eye out. As soon as I actually get a Steam page for it, I'll be sending that out to everybody I know who likes that stuff. But yeah, you primarily got to go indie, sadly. And it looks like I'm gonna be doing this until I hit the map, chat, because we're pretty much going. I gotta make sure I get some yummies in my tummy before we start here. Oh, right there, all my allies become mushrooms now. Oh, okay. This is cool. The reason the psychic and life make mushrooms is because mushrooms are connected to each other through the mycelium. That's cool. We're doing a really good run right now. So I'm gonna make sure I save that. I'll let y'all know how the rest of that run goes later. I'll leave this up for the music. Yeah. So chat, I'm gonna go ahead and call it here so I can make myself a little bit of food. I'm kind of hungry, and I gotta get ready before my Gondor event tonight. Thank you to everyone who came and chatted with me. I loved playing Toe Jam and Earl. I'll probably be playing more of that on my own. tomorrow will be Street Fighter. Sunday will probably be Mullet Mad Jack. So that's what I can say you'll have to look out for. I will tweet if there's any other issues. To my chatters who are still left in chat, thank you so much. I'll see y'all in a bit. To my lurkers, I appreciate you lurking. Just as a final reminder, I've got a YouTube set up now. I'm going to be putting a bunch of random projects on the YouTube. I'm going to be doing voice acting stuff. I'm going to be doing skits. I'm going to be doing stupid ass shit with my friends, making like weird noir movies or some shit. I'm going to be doing gameplay footage. I'm just going to chug a bunch of shit on this channel until I figure out what sticks. Private what doesn't, and then we're going to work. Second, VOD channel. Hit that up. I got 5 VODs. 5 more VODs will be coming in the morning if you want to go see some classic Speed McPeen. Yeah, that's all I got.